Yo, people, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Red Army Rant Pod emergency meeting settings. Yeah, because guess what? Ruben Amorim has been sacked by Manchester United. Yes, you heard that right. He has been sacked. Happened just shortly after we finished the Red Army Rant Pod, the lead review. But we had to do another one because obviously of Ruben Amorim situation and the story that just came out from Manchester United that Ruben Amorim has been fired. So, guys, first and foremost, if you are watching from a different platform, the YouTube link is right there. It's in the quote. It'll be in the quote tweet. Hit the like button. Head over to YouTube. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Football Overseas. I'll put the link in the description of the video. Big up to the real king who is back again and making his debut on the channel is King Khan. What's going on, my guy? Hope everything's okay on your side and everything.
Yeah, man, it's good to finally talk to you,
Yeah, man.
actually properly over voice. Um, it sounds good or not?
Yeah, everything's okay, man. It's all good, man. Sounds clear. Sounds clear. You're good. But bless up, man. Hope everything's okay. And King, how's it been, bro? It's been a while since you did a show on the channel, but you know what? Hey, you're back,
Yeah,
and yeah,
y- yeah. Like obviously, obviously, like you said, whenever I get the shout out for you, I always do my best to try and come on.
oh,
So when I can, so yeah. So I'm here today. Obviously, obviously, I've said this on your channel before. Certain people will know me from Northside channel. I go on there quite a few times.
mhm.
People
I
will
was
know me people will know me from Sarcasm City, Flawless channel as well. I've been on Flawless channel in the past a few times, and I've been on Saeed's channel. I've been on Saeed's fan call in shows as well when he's done fan call in shows. So people will know me from different channels. So, but obviously people Ruben Amorim stacks. So obviously emergency meeting. Obviously, big up to the rest of the panel as well. Smash the likes, people. Smash the likes, car. We're gonna get into all of it. Know what I mean?
100.
So
And
yeah,
Kyle is okay. Obviously, we just did a show not so long ago, like about like a few hours ago. But hope everything's okay on your side, man. Hope everything's blessed. And then yeah, let's get started. Kyle, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Everything's okay on your side?
Yeah, everything's okay.
Cool. But I think he's. I think this is a good news for some people. For some people, they didn't take it very well. Obviously, they thought that no, he's another manager's been sacked. We're gonna repeat the same cycle again. But it's football. It's what you call it? It's it's an employee that that gets hired time again. A top manager is like an employee that gets hired time and time again. If you get sacked, you get sacked. People need to stop worrying about oh he's a manager, we have to back him. No, if you can back him, but if you get sacked, who are we to cry about it? You know what I mean? I wanted it to I wanted it to happen, but look, I want Ineos to go as well. I've made my stance clear. I've made my stances clear. I'm Ineos out as well. The fact that they've not sacked some of the people from Ineos as well is a joke because they sacked Dan Ashworth when Ten Hag got sacked, and now they're still keeping Ruben Amorim. They kept Ruben Amorim, but Jason Wilcox should go as well. He should be gone, and and the people that have been here for time that have failed, yeah, they all need to go too. But King Khan, I'll start with you first actually. So this is your debut on the channel. What's your overall feeling about the sacking, man? And talk to me, man. Like, tell me how you feeling about the whole situation of the football club. Those yours,
You
man.
know, I'm just thinking they keep him or they don't keep him. It makes no difference. We're not going to win a league title. We're not going to win a UCL with these owners. That's the reality. I mean, basically, he said in his last press conference that we're not going to give you any signings.
Yeah,
So, no matter if we bought in Marina, that didn't work out. We bought in Van Gaal. These are all top managers, and we're just getting
yeah,
worse. I mean,
facts.
2 years ago, Jim was saying, I don't call him Sir Jim, I just say Jim because
Yeah, same, same,
he's no
same.
sir for us, But Jim is
100%.
there saying, "Oh well, in 3 years' time, everything will be fixed." It's been 2 years. It's got worse.
Mm,
So what?
agree.
So I mean, this is why with me, if they keep him, they don't. If they keep him, if they're gonna sack him, which what they've done, I don't really. The only thing I see is these Glazers need to go, and Ineos is just basically a PR shield because
Mm,
everyone hated the Glazers, but they're like, let's get a UK guy in, which is Jim, right? Let's get a UK guy in, and all the protests have kind of gone silent. We got worse and
mm,
worse.
yeah.
We finished like 15th, and we finished 8th before that, and everyone just went silent. There's no
Mm,
protests anymore. It's because people think, okay, Jim's a local guy. He's been a Man U fan since a young kid, which I think is a lie, by the way, as well, because he
yeah,
wanted
I
to
agree.
buy Chelsea.
I
He wanted to
100%.
buy Chelsea as well. If he was a true fan, he'd be getting all the midfielders. He'd be getting the wing backs. Instead, he was saying we have no money.
Yeah.
So instead, he's been saying we have no money, but we had record revenue just last season. So what's he
Exactly.
going on about? We have no money. In reality, Jim is just like, okay, let me invest here. And he's a businessman. He's going to think, well, how am I going to make money out of it? Oh, new stadium. With the new stadium,
Mm,
they're going to make way more money. They're trying to get the government to pay for it as well. Um, that's what it comes down to, really. And we need these
exactly.
guys out. I don't really get why some of the bigger content creators with millions of subs and hundreds of thousands, why do they don't organize the protests? Because they
Mm,
have a reach, don't they? But they don't do it.
exactly. You know what I mean?
Uh,
I 100% agree with that, bro. 100%, you're spot on. And you make a good point as well about the protests, like the reach that they could have for the protest. They could spread the word and everything. You know what I mean? It's a sad thing because now it's like we've allowed the football club to just fall deep into the mud. We've not, we've not done anything about it. We've not done anything to prevent it. We've not done anything to sort of stop this football club from getting to where it is. And it's gotten worse by the year because, like you said, these owners keep lying to us and keep putting out PR about, oh, we don't have money to spend. But the record revenue that came out last summer was around 600 something million, right? 666 million from what I heard. And
yeah,
that's like, bro, that revenue right there is enough to rebuild this football club. The amount of money you made from last summer either could have gone to the debts of the football club, that'd have been fine, or you could have used that money to go and splash it on the transfer window. This goes to show the lack of ambition we have at this football club, and yeah, it's become an issue for years, man. It's become a huge issue. But the real king, I'll go to you first. Big up to man for who's just joined. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're well. I hope you're blessed.
Big up, big up.
King, I want to go to you next on this one, bro. What have you made of obviously what King kind of said, and what are your own thoughts about the dilemma of the sacking and then Ineos as well?
Yeah, like I agree pretty much everything that he said. Obviously, like when Ineos first came, like obviously I wanted the Qatarians at the time. I did not want Ineos. Um,
Totally agree.
obviously, like I was never. At the start, I'm talking about at the start, not now. Obviously, I'm Ineos out now. Like I've been Ineos out since they decided to keep Amorim in the job, but obviously I was in. You know how like Troop says that about he was never Arteta in or never Arteta out. He was Arteta doubt. That's
Mm,
where I was. I was very doubtful of Ineos, but I wanted to see I wanted to see on what they were going to do with Ten Hag, and I wanted to and if they and they and if they and if there was to keep him, obviously they did. But obviously, I wanted to see what their next appointment was because obviously Ruben Amorim's been their first has been their first appointment.
mm,
So I wanted to see what their first appointment was like, and obviously what their recruitment was like. Obviously, overall, like they've done some good. I think they've done some good things in recruitment, this and that. But the ultimate problem with Ineos have been the managerial decisions at the football club, and and the reality is that I've said it before to you, Kevin, and as I said it to plenty of other United fans on other shows. I was Ruben Amorim out when Manchester United lost 4-1 against Newcastle. That was like the last 10 games of last season. That is where I said I had enough. That is where I said I had in. I said that's where I had enough, because I was seeing him doing the same damn thing. I was seeing him play Dallo and Mazzarari as wing backs when we all know that they were not wing backs. I saw him play Højlund and Garnacho week in and week out.
Yeah.
Seen him play Garnacho and Højlund week in and week out. I seen him doing the same thing. I've seen him keep on playing the same system, implementing the same tactics after tactics, and it was not working, and he wouldn't change it. And that's and I saw the signs. I saw the signs from there. I saw the signs from that game. That game alone against Newcastle, 4-1. That was an embarrassing result at St James's Park. Embarrassing. The last 10 games of the season, embarrassing. And Ineos and Ineos. Obviously, I understood why they gave him the final, because they wanted to see whether he would win the final or not. But he did. But I said this to. But I said this to you, Kevin. I said this to you, and I had the same thing with Ten Hag. I said, even if Amorim was to win the Europa League and Ten Hag was to win the FA Cup, I would want them sacked the following season. I still would want them sacked, because for me. Yes, trophies is a massive part of being a big football club, but also you have to take in performances, win, lose or draw. You have to analyze a whole performances, and for me, with those two managers, the performances wasn't good enough, and when they decided, obviously. I spoke about it with you on the Northside channel about the Bruno situation, about obviously, because we all knew that Bruno in this system. Obviously, I do not rate Bruno Fernandes. I think he's an average player, but besides that, he is not a number 8. He's not a number 8 in the system. He's not a number 8 in the system, and he was never going to fit in the system. But Manchester United had the chance to sell him for 100 million. Like the other guy said, they had an opportunity to either back the manager or back the football club, back the whole football club, and back the whole players. They did neither. Ineos did neither. They didn't back the players, but they also didn't back the manager. So you know, like that. So they were backing nobody, bro. And this is the thing. When they decided to keep Ruben Amorim, who, by the way, in 27 games he scored he scored 32 goals and conceded 42 goals in the Premier League on -10 goal difference. And we lost in the Europa League final to the worst Spurs side that I've ever seen. They was without Maddison. Yep, they was without Maddison, Kulusevski, and Bergvall. They was without 3 of their starting 11.
I remember there was a time where Son was almost not going to make the game as well, but then he made it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Man United had their fully strength team out, and we couldn't beat that Spurs team. And when you sub on Kobe Mainoo in the 90th minute, I'm like, this manager is taking the piss. This manager is taking the piss. I was like, bro, you're subbing on Kobe Mainoo in the 90th minute when we won 0 down. I was, yeah, bro. My head was even more gone after that final. Great. And when Ineos decided to keep Amorim and they decided to keep Bruno for 100 million pounds. When Bruno didn't fit the system completely, when he didn't fit the system completely for 100 million pounds, we had a chance to rebuild a whole midfield, but they decided to keep him. But it's not just the Bruno It's not just the Bruno decision. It's also the Mainu decision, because Mainu also wanted to leave, but the club said we want to keep Mainu because we rate him. The club said the manager wanted to get rid of Xerxes, but the board rates Xerxes. So yet again, again, like the board and the manager didn't see eye to eye. They did not see eye to eye with their decisions. And this is what it is. And I knew when they made those decisions at the start of the season, I said, despite of recruitment, we aren't doing anything this season. I knew when they kept this manager, when they kept this manager and they wasn't seeing eye to eye, him and the board, I said, we're not doing anything this season. And that's where I said I had enough, because Ineos's last excuse when they sacked Ten Hag, Ratcliffe did an interview on the Overlap, and Ratcliffe said the reason why they did not sack Ten Hag is because they didn't have Omar Berrada and Jason Wilcox and all the footballing people in place. They've had all the footballing people in place since Ruben Amorim has been here, and they've decided to keep him. They decided to keep him, and Ineos, bad decision after bad decision. You sack Dan Ashworth, who you were chasing for like 2 months. You sacked Dan Ashworth, who you were chasing for 2 months, yeah, and then Jim decides to give Omar Berrada, who's the CEO of Manchester United, the opportunity to pick the next manager. And by the way, Omar Berrada has never ever appointed a manager in his life.
Exactly.
Omar Berrada is a financial guy. He does the revenues and all of that. He's the money man. He's a financial guy. He's no footballing guy. You give the role to Omar Berrada to pick the next manager when he's never appointed the manager in his life. He never appointed one at Manchester City when he was here. So yet again, that comes down to bad decision making from Jim. Yeah, and this is the thing, And yes, Jim Ratcliffe has put Jason Wilcox as sporting director. He put him sporting director. I think it was the end of last season. He put him as the sporting director. And yes, Wilcox has brought some good players. Yes, he's brought some good players, but it's all good at having good recruitment. It's all good at having plans of having a new stadium in 2030. It's all good at saying, oh, we plan to be in a title race in 2028. But if you have a manager that can't get the best out of the players, that can't adapt, if you have a manager that can't adapt and he needs all of these pieces to make it work, then it is pointless. Then it is pointless. If you can't have a manager that can adapt and switch things up tactically and get the best out of the players and pick the right profile of players to play in his system or to play in any system in general, then you're going to struggle. And that's what we've and that's what we have seen. That's what we have seen. And I just want the best for Manchester United Football Club, because a lot of people, when I go on shows, a lot of people call me negative, and a lot of people don't like hearing some truths about about Manchester United Football Club. Like I'm happy that Ruben Amorim's gone. I'm happy that he is gone. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy that this guy has gone, because obviously he's been our worst manager in history. But I said it on Northside Channel. I ain't letting Omar Berrada, Jason Wilcox, I ain't letting these men get away with it. I ain't letting these men getting away with it. And when Kevin said that we should sack Omar Barada and Jason Walcott, I am on that as well. You understand? Like I fully agree with that, because consequences have to happen, bro. When you do things wrong, you always have to take the consequences, bro. You can't get away from the consequences, bro. When you do bad decision after bad decision, something has to happen, bro. You understand? And this is the thing. This is the thing. In Ineos, the reason why they've kept Amorim for this long is because these men are business. These men are business guys. These men think about the business and the brand and stuff for Manchester United Football Club. Because these men, all they've have spoken about is getting top 4, getting top 5, getting top 6. That's what all these men have spoken about. These men have spoken about top 4, top 5, top 6 as a priority. And this is why Amorim has survived this long in the job. It's because he's been in the European spaces. It's because we all know the Premier League this season has been very bad. This season, like Man United should be not 6th in the table. If you've seen how we are playing, and how we have been getting results of individual brilliance most of the time, yeah, like that should show the league. That should show the league in a nutshell. Like Man United should be not 6th in the table, and it's like the most frustrating thing for me is that obviously at the start of the season we wouldn't have all said, oh, we need to go and challenge for the league and this and that. But it's like, if you look at the points that we have dropped, like if you look at the points that we dropped against Everton, against West Ham, against Fulham, Sean Dyche's Nottingham freaking Forest. We've dropped points against so many teams. Wolves. Like we've dropped points against mid-table and relegation teams. We've dropped points against so many teams. And if we was to turn these results instead of draws to wins, Man United would be closer to the title race. This is how crazy it is, bro. This is how crazy it is. If we turned most of these wins, if we turn West Ham and Everton and Fulham into wins, Man United are closer. Man United will be close to Man City and close to Arsenal and these things, and it's like, this is the frustration. And most of the points that we've dropped, yes, some of the players haven't been good enough, and I hear that of certain people, but also the manager is always going with a negative mindset, playing 6 at the back, playing 7 at the back, playing 8 at the back against mid-table and relegation teams that we should be winning. You understand what I'm trying to say to you, bro? It's not good. It's not good enough. It is simply not. It's simply not good enough. These men care about Europe so that they can bring their sponsorships, so that they can buy their own businesses, so that they can buy their own businesses, and they can have plans of helping to build a new freaking stadium. Like, it's all good at having these plans. How about you do something about it right now? About 2028 and 2030. We don't care about that right now. We care about what you do right now in us right now. You understand what I'm saying? We care about what now. What are you doing in the present right now to fix this? Because if the next appointment goes wrong, if the next appointment is worse than Ruben Amorim, Man United could be relegated if it's worse. If the next appointment is worse than Ruben Amorim somehow, Man United could be relegated, bro. And this is not good enough, bro. This is not good enough from our football club. And like I said, the board and Amorim never saw eye to eye. The board wanted to sign Sesko. They signed Sesko. Amorim wanted Ollie Watkins or Gyökeres. Semenyo, Amorim wanted Semenyo instead of Mbeumo. He wanted Martinez instead of what's his name? Instead of Lemons. Yeah, like the board I've never seen, and you spoke about it in Northside Channel, Kevin, bro. The board and the manager don't see eye to eye on all of these things. That's why Dan Ashworth is gone. That's why Dan Ashworth was gone, because the board again didn't see eye to eye. So you're bringing in all these footballing people, and you don't see eye to eye with any of them. You know how crazy that is.
Yeah.
You know how crazy. You know how crazy that is. You bring in all of these footballing people, but you don't see eye to eye with them. That is just mad to me. And I think it was a month ago, I saw Man United on their YouTube post about road to Carrington and this and that, and Jason Wilcox was talking about the whole situation. Jason Wilcox were talking about, oh, Ruben Amorim has an idea. Oh, he has an idea. He's very flexible with the idea. Well, I ain't seeing that, bro. I ain't seeing no idea, bro. All I'm seeing is this manager being defensive. That's all I'm seeing. I'm not seeing a clear idea, a clear identity. And he wants us to trust the process, and he's talking about flexibility, playing Dalot Edogu, and playing them as inverted wingbacks. I've never seen that in my life. Inverted wingback. I've never ever seen that in my life. He said the reason why we didn't play Xerxes last season is because Xerxes is not a 9, but you play Cunha as a 9. You play Mbeumo as a 9. When Cunha and Mbeumo, they are not 9s. I hear Cunha and Mbeumo have not been good enough, but again, I said this to you, Kevin. Mbeumo needs to be facing the opposition's goal. He needs to be facing the opposition goal instead of back to goal. Cunha is not a number 9. Cunha's never been a number 9. So why are we playing Cunha as a number 9? You sign Sesko, even though I don't rate Sesko, but you sign a guy, yeah, and he's in and out of the team. He's in and out of the team. How is Sesko meant to get any rhythm in this team? How? And this is the thing. Sesko played at Leipzig with a 2 up front. RB Leipzig, if you watch RB Leipzig, Sesko played with a 2 up front. All of a sudden, he comes into a system where he's playing 1 up front and he's isolated. He's isolated up there. That he can only do so much. Sesko either wants the ball in the air or he wants the ball in behind.
I don't think it's really an Amorim problem though. That's more on the players that they can't cross the ball. You know what I mean? The players sometimes they can't really cross the ball properly. Like we have wingers that just can't cross and everything like that as well. So that's an issue as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but again, him playing Kevin, again, him playing Dalot is a problem. That's you know what I mean? He's choosing. He's like, we all know Dalot can't cross, but he's choosing to pick Dalot. He's choosing to pick Dalot when Dalot's been stinking it week in and week out. Like he's not helping himself. And like Amorim is calling out the board, saying, "Oh, the board need to do their jobs and this and that." Yes, we all know the board need to do their jobs, but we ain't trying to hear it from you. You know why we ain't trying to hear it from you? Because you're not doing your own job. You can talk about the owners need to do their job. How about you do your job as well? Because clearly you are not doing your job, and that's why he got sacked, bro. That's why ultimately he got sacked, because he called out the owners, and this is the biggest mess, because the owners didn't sack him because of the performance. They sacked him because the manager called them out, not because of the overall performances, and that in lies the problems with Ineos. They don't highlight the performances; they highlight what people say about them, and not the performances. So I don't want to hear it from I don't want to hear all the excuses of Ineos, and I don't want to hear all the excuses of Amorim, because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, Ineos are not doing their job. Ineos haven't done their job correctly, and Amorim, he didn't do his job correctly. All of these have to be accountable. Like I said, you can't get away with doing stupidness and not, you know what I mean, and not fear the consequences. When you make bad decision after bad decision, you have to take the criticism. You have to take the consequences. And Amorim blaming. Yes, some of the players could do better. Yes, but you're solely saying the problem is the reason why we're struggling. But he's pinning it all on the players. It's not just all on the players. It's also on you as well. It can't be all the blame on the player, but no blame goes to the manager. But that's what he's doing. He's solely blaming the players for the mentality. But it's like you are supposed to motivate these players. It's also your job. You're a coach. You're not a manager. You're a coach. You're supposed to motivate the players, bro. Why are the players not motivated? That you could say, oh, why the players are not motivated? But it's like you should be motivating these. They should be motivating themselves, but you should be motivating them as well, bro. You understand? And you can't be pinning all of this on the players. Oh, it's just the players' mentality. It's not just the players' mentality. It's also because of your decision making. It's also because of your decision making and your personality when you speak to some of the players, bro. Like, so I don't want to hear any of it about, oh, it's all on the players. No, it's not all on the players. It's also on the manager, and everyone has to be held accountable for this isn't good enough for Manchester United Football Club.
Facts, bro. But I want to get to Manj now. Big up to you, bro.
Big up. Yeah. I just had a lot of things with
man, you cooked really and truly. Like, I hear you on the platform day on Sarcasm City TV. It's good to be
bro,
on same panel as you, man. You always kill it on
like we're just in that kind of zone where things were just, you know what I mean, like coming to me, bro, and it was like, yeah, bro. So I had to say what I had to say.
Hey man, you cooked more than Amorim. You know.
yeah, bro. That's what it is. So
yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's very interesting to me that Ratcliffe is, from what I'm not hearing, he's radio silent right now. Hasn't said much, and he gave Amorim 3 years, but he sacked him in 3 months. It's very interesting in that department, isn't it? But I'm gonna lie to you. I thought he's gonna be sacked at the end of the season. I thought that Liverpool, when gave him the, what do you call it? I can't remember what the term is. The due diligence. I can't remember what it's called. The stay of execution. That's it. For him to stay on, because at Liverpool, when we rarely win there 10 years, blah blah blah. I woke up this morning. I was thinking. I saw the news. Or I saw tweets. Ornstein. Do you know how many times I had to read it? I was thinking,
you have to double check to make sure it's true, isn't it?
Yeah. Then I thought, wait a minute. I had to go on YouTube because I know people doing videos, and I thought, hey. But you know what? My main focus is not on Amorim. Okay. I blame the owners. I call them the bomb squad because they are the enemy of progress. Word to Kaneki, if you know who Kaneki is, Ineos.
Yeah.
Incompetent nitwits enjoying our suffering.
That's what it is.
Needs to be on a t-shirt and put it on Old Trafford. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bamboo in the banners on the TV. Now means views and clicks that would get. But anyway, for me, until the ownership goes, and that's pretty much far-fetched, they're probably not going to go anywhere. I think we're finished until then. We can recruit the highest successful manager. We can recruit Pep and Slot to do a tag team thing, and they still get sacked. And in this regime, that's how bad we are. And if we really scratch the surface, and I heard reports that earlier today, I was listening to Back Again with the boys, like Troops and them. Shout out to them. I heard that that Leeds game didn't determine his sacking. I heard he's going to be sacked regardless. So, yeah,
Okay,
man, whoever's next, I don't know. I can't pick. I hate that question where, oh, who do you want next? I don't know.
I hate
I
that
do not
question.
know.
I'm
I don't
tired of
have
it,
the
man.
magic 8 ball.
I'm
You
sick
know
of
what I'm
it.
saying? But I just think,
Yeah,
like,
that's what
no matter what
Harry Potter.
happens,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Wingardium Leviosa and that. Did you see Flawless's video? That was class.
Yeah.
And what I will say is, whoever's next, I'm going to say this right now. Whoever's next, I'm going to be manager out because you know if she's going to go down to 6 to 18 months.
Yeah,
That's all I got to say
pretty
about
much.
that.
I hear it.
Yeah,
Pretty much,
that's
bro.
what I'm. But yeah,
No,
King did his thing, man. He cooked.
yeah, he did.
We
he did.
listened. He did a TED Talks with him. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got.
But obviously, my thoughts on that as well is like, if you're gonna fire, you have to fire the crew that worked with them as well.
Mhm.
Like, because you've got, because remember when Ten Hag got sacked, we let go of Dan Ashworth. Dan Ashworth left, so we had to let go of Jason Wilcox, and we need to let go of what's his name, Omar Barada, because
Omar Barada,
these guys were the ones who gave Amorim the new contract. Sorry, the new contract, the contract to sign for United. At the time, I was like, hey, I'm all for it. But you know what? As time went on, I was like, this guy seems stubborn, and he just doesn't seem to learn. He's trying to learn on the job, and when you're going to a job like Manchester United, you can't learn on the job. It will not
Mhm.
get you anywhere. You have to learn
Yeah.
before you go to United. United is like the next big thing. If you go and you're hung out to dry, your career could be over within the next second, because, bro, if you don't align with what the owners want, if you're not a yes man, you will not succeed at this football club. So with Ten Hag, he was probably the biggest yes man ever. With LBG and Jose, they weren't the yes men like that. They pretty much just went with it for a bit, and then sort of down the line they went for the, or would you say they went against the owners later down the line when
They had shackles, innit? They were like cuffed. They were
yeah,
like
it was like when
cuffed by the
the job was
ownership.
untenable. Sorry.
Yeah. The clubs put shackles on them. Didn't let them do what they wanted to do. They did things that the ownership wanted them to do. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I
like their way or the highway.
Yeah, and this is what it is. Like again, you spoke about Dan Ashworth, but cool. You want to sack Dan Ashworth because he kept Ten Hag, cool. But it's like you replaced him with Omar Barada. It's like you gave Ratcliffe gave Omar Barada the role to pick the next manager when he's never appointed a manager in his life. He's a financial guy. He's not a footballing guy. So why would you give someone that role when they've never ever done that role? Like, it don't make sense.
Yeah. No, I 100% hear you, bro. Like, you can't just keep going and appointing these people without a plan. You need to have a plan with the appointment. There's no plan behind it as well, and that's the thing. And obviously, as Aaron DeSapple mentions here about his West Ham's owners, about Sullivan and all these guys, bro, it's a similar situation with us at United, bro. Similar situation in terms of obviously how we're both run, in terms of how we're both, controlled, how we're both dictated by these guys, because they don't know what it is to run a football club. And we're not specialists in like terms of how to run a football club. Obviously, us four here, we're not specialists in how to run a football club, but we can see the issues that is right there. We can only give our opinion. We can't really say what's happening on the inside, because at the football club, we know there's a huge amount of debts at the football club, and we know the Glazers are the issue. We know that Ineos have just come in and become a mouthpiece for the Glazers, right? So all we can do now is just hope that there's change. We can't do much about the change because we're not the ones that will make the decision for the club to change. We can only hope that this football club will change. That's the thing. We can't say that Ineos will leave tomorrow. Oh, that's going to happen. No. We got to hope that it happens. And in hoping that it happens, the fans need to actually take action now. And I'm really hoping that against Brighton in the FA Cup this weekend, there's a protest. I'm really hoping that there's going to be a protest this weekend, because we're not playing a home game till Sunday, FA Cup game against Brighton.
Yeah.
Right, we're playing Burnley away this weekend. Not ideal, because you know why? I would have loved the protest at home, I would have loved if there was a protest at home. But then guess what? We played Burnley away. It's got to go in. It's got to get 3 points there, hopefully, and see what Fletcher and the man can do. Because Fletcher's going to take over now to at least we hire a new manager. Or hopefully it is a good appointment. But who would you guys want though? Can kind of go to you first. Who would you take as manager? And then obviously, if you like to add to what Manjana was and King was also saying, what do you think?
No, I think it's pretty easy. I'd go for Conte. I think that's the guy.
Okay.
The guy with the personality. He's already won leagues. I know I'm not that big fan of a back three anyway, but he's also won with a back three too in the Premier League. So Conte is the perfect guy. He's got the perfect personality. He was even free. I think when we got rid of, was it Ollie or sometime around then he was free around then, but Spurs took him. Yeah, Spurs took him. So it shows Spurs, those bottlers have got more ambition than our owners. And that just shows that's just a really poor indictment on our club, and it's only got worse. But that's who I'd go for. But the problem is, I have no faith. They're not going to go for him because he's going to call them out. He's not going to be a yes man. And you've seen Amorim just did like 5% of that, where he called them out, and they got rid of him straight away. They got rid of him early in the morning, and they weren't having it. So that's why they'd rather just get an up and coming guy. I mean, I've heard Glasner wants the job. What's Glasner done? I mean, at least before this, Amorim won 2 league titles. It was in a lower league, but has Glasner even won a league title? I don't think so. I mean, Glasner's not really actually won anything, like in terms of like a title, but they want to get Glasner in. So, and it's the same situation with Glasner. He's gonna need players to play that system as well, because he plays a similar system to Amorim as well. But I've also noticed, what is it? How long has Delo been here? 8 years. He's been here for 8 years.
Round about that. Yeah, round about that. I don't even know. I don't even know to be honest.
Yeah, and here's another good one. This guy is, just been wasting our money too. Luke Shaw's been here for 12 years. So you have all these players. Yeah, 12 years. We keep bad players longer than good clubs keep their actual title-winning players. So that's what's going on.
These men wanted these men wanted David De Gea out, but where was the energy for Luke Shaw?
Because
where was energy for Luke Shaw?
The pundits kiss Luke Shaw because they're like, oh, he's English, we've got to support him. Why?
Yep.
And then we keep getting all this whole, oh well, Maguire, he's come back. Come back to what? He's injured half the time. Maguire's injured half the time. He's not worth the 80 million we paid for him. He's not even worth half of that. I'm not saying that sarcastically. He's like, City will buy a player for 40 million and they'll do better than what Maguire's done. Maguire's injured all the time. Then I see the fan base saying, oh, we want Mason Mount. I mean, not we want him, but like we're saying he's playing good. He's also had like 5 injuries this season. And the manager had to lie on behalf of Mount and say it's just like a small thing. It's not a small thing when he's injured all the time. He can't last more than 60 minutes a game. And even then, when I see him on there, sometimes you can tell he's carrying something because he has no energy in him. Now again, and people will say, oh well, we like Mount because he's hardworking. Yeah, he is hardworking. Yeah, he can be clinical. It doesn't matter though. His body's broken, and he's young, and his body's already broken. So he but again, who's going to take him?
Yeah, but like this ain't respectfully, this ain't athletics, bro. This is also football, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't 100 millimeter sprint. You need to have more than work hard, bro. You need to also have the ability as well. Like, you can work hard, but you also have to have a certain level of ability as well, bro. And this is the thing. You got Matthias De Ligt coming out after the Tottenham game saying, "Oh, we was tired in the second half." Excuse me, bro. We play one game. We play one game a week. And some of these men are already talking about that they are tired in the second half. It's like, what is Amorim doing in training to these men? What is he doing? Like what? Like is he working these men too hard in training? Is he doing bleep tests in training or something? That I don't know what he is doing, because how can some of our players get tired, bro, in the second half, bro?
And we're tired of watching them play.
Big up Steve, man. Bless up, bro.
Got the wrong players, really, to be honest. That's
Steve, man.
I see it.
Yeah, man. Trust me.
Mm.
I wanted it to work with Amorim. I'll be honest with you. I was excited when he first came in. Yeah, we're gonna sort of play a new way. It's gonna be a change, but we're gonna have to try to adapt. And he didn't adapt, and that's the sad
Yeah.
part. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, no, I hear about it, man. And some of the questionable in-game management, bro. Trust me, a lot of
Yeah.
what he's done in games when like I said, you're playing a back three when it doesn't work. But once you go to a back four, we look so fluid. Even against Leeds yesterday, when he took Euro off for what was it, Xerxes, we looked more fluid. Why? Is because you're playing a back four. You're actually playing with fullbacks who know how to
Yeah.
play fullback. You're not playing with wingbacks, and this is why even against Newcastle, we completely cooked them in that first half. Against Newcastle, we completely destroyed them in that first half. Why? Is because
Yeah.
we played a back four and we played everyone in their correct positions. And that's why we won the game. People say, "Oh, but we didn't have
What a
players against."
concept, hey, Kevin. You play the players in their correct positions.
Hey, who
Sorry,
were the four? Yeah, who were the
I
four?
know.
who?
Yeah.
As,
Sorry to cut you off. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah.
no, I was just saying that Amram was like, you know, like even against Wolves. Go look at Wolves. In the first half we had against Wolves, it was embarrassing. Why? It's because back three. You can't create chances with the back three. If you play a back four, I think we scored 2 or 3 goals in that first half, even without our first team players. Because bro, people making excuses. Which players were out against Wolves? Oh, but it doesn't matter. It's Wolves at home. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who's out injured. It's Wolves. You're playing the worst team in the league. You handed them a point. So a lot of what's
Yeah.
happened with Amorim is basically what should never have happened.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
what happened. Amorim is what should never have happened in a football club. Like the standards, like in terms of like
Mate,
Grimsby Town, losing to
Yeah.
Spurs, finishing 15th. You know what I mean? All that
It's crazy,
happened.
Kevin, bro. Like, bro, the manager came out after that game, yeah, after the Wolves game. I think it was after the Wolves game, and he said, "Oh, sometimes is better to attack with when you got no strikers on the pitch." What the like, bro? Like, what is better to attack with no strikers? Like,
Mm.
what are like, bro? What are you thinking? Like, what are you even saying? Like, bro, what are you even saying? So you're saying with no attackers, you can still sometimes it's better to play with no attackers to score goals. It's like, bro, like I've never heard a manager say that in my life. It's like what I'm like, what is this? What is this?
Exactly. There you go, bro. Amorim was not qualified for the job. You can get a goal bar from a third. I love this guy, man. Mark Harris. I love Mark Harris, man. Seriously.
Yeah,
That's my guy. Big up to you, man. Why didn't he stick with the back rows and say not a wingback system, bro? We've never in Manchester United's history have we ever had to play with wingbacks? We always played fullbacks. Maybe Luke
yeah,
Shaw in his younger days was a wingback, but not when he when he adapted to a back four. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, man. That's what happened. Grimsby lost, 10 men, Everton lost. So many times I thought, what were we doing? We're the only team in the Prem that can be 4-0 and still worrying we will lose. Facts, bro. Facts.
fact, it's
We were 2-0 up against, what was it? We were 2-0 up against, what's his name again? Leon.
yeah. We were, yeah,
Away 2-goal lead against Leon, bro. And even going back to the year before, even though Amorim wasn't the manager, Coventry City in the FA Cup semi-final, and we shamelessly won on penalties. Although we won the FA Cup, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. But still, some of the shit that's happened there is worrying. It's worrying signs.
yeah. Like,
Worrying.
and you know it's a structure issue as well because I spoke about it with you today, Kevin, on Northside Channel. It's like with the Aston Villa first goal, yeah, bro. Morgan, don't get me wrong, it was a really good strike from Rogers, yeah? It was good strike from him. But how is he allowed all of that space? You know how he is allowed all of that space? Is because Dallo is on the halfway line. Dallo, Morgan Rogers, who was in that position 1v1 against Lenny Euro, Dallo should have been there. Dallo should have been there to help Lenny Euro defend that situation, but he
Cover the
ended up.
space. Yeah.
He ended up in midfield. Why? Because the manager wants to play inverted wing backs when Dallo's never inverted in his life, right? And then the person who played pass to Rodgers was John McGinn. John McGinn played the ball over to him, and you know who were pressing John McGinn on the halfway line? Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw was pressing John McGinn on the halfway line. And where does Luke Shaw play? Left centre back.
Yeah.
So how have you got a left?
He can't run. That's why he plays left centre back. He can't really run. That's
Yeah, but again, Kevin, your left centre back shouldn't be pressing a midfielder on the halfway line. That shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't. When the opposition has got the ball, your left centre back should be not pressing on the halfway line. But again, that comes down to instructions from the manager.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like Lenny Euro, yes, he could have done better in that situation, but he should not be in the situation in the first place. He should be 1v1 with Rodgers in the first place. Dallo should be there to help him cover. And Luke Shaw should be not on the halfway line pressing John McGinn. Like, what is this? What is this?
Facts.
It's abysmal.
And John McGinn, no, I like Aston Villa. Sometimes it's poor. Like you're leaving space in behind for Aston Villa to create chances, and Morgan Rogers absolutely cooked us, and that's why they won the game, because Morgan Rogers masterclass. You know what I mean? But anyways, Lyon was an absolute mess of a game. Still gives me nightmares. We were 2-0 up, and what did it end up? Was it 6-4 or something? Yeah, it was 5-4. It was 5-4, Steve. It was 5-4. Shaw, Mount, Dallo, Bruno, Maguire overstaying their welcome. Get rid. Facts. They should have got rid a long time ago. They should have been sold time ago, man. I'll be honest with you. But this is what.
Here's the thing, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Here's the thing. After the, sorry to cut you off, like Kevin, my bad. Because the Bruno triggers me a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Have we noticed? Yeah. Every time we drop points and Bruno doesn't play, people say, "Oh, we could have won without Bruno." What about the times we played with Bruno and we dropped points? Where was that? That didn't get mentioned, does it?
Yep. Against West Ham, he played against West Ham. Played against Everton. Where was he there? Like, you get me? He's played in games. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
exactly. Tottenham.
This is the thing.
Final, gave the ball away. Everybody blamed Shaw.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yep, we know what it is. But hey, Bruno FC, man, we can't talk to them. You know what I'm saying? We have to be nice to them.
But he's a legend of Manchester United Football Club. Trying to compare him to Paul Scholes. Get out of here, bro. Like, why am I comparing man to Paul Scholes, bro? What? Because he's got the same amount of assists than Paul Scholes. Come on, man. Like, what we doing?
Meme, yeah, where it says world champions of what? I'm like, club legend of what?
Yeah, bro.
He's a cult hero and that, but still, like, it must be the obrigado thing in the fan base, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. It's mad.
No offense to any Portuguese viewers, we need the subscribers, you know what I'm saying? So subscribe to AN Sports, man. You know what I'm saying? Right here. Like a video as well. Yeah, Bruno just triggers me, man.
Nah, he does, man. And I'll be honest with you, like, I'm not a fan of his overall play, like his overall game. His output is really, really good. I rate the output.
Yeah.
But then again, it's about overall performances as well, right? And it's not gonna work because if you keep on losing the ball, if you keep on trying to hoof the ball long, how's it gonna work? How's it gonna work? And that's an issue that we have to fix. There's not one world-class player in the United first team that Real Madrid would buy 100%, bro. But then again, I would much rather them not be bought Real Madrid anyways, because, bro, like, we need to try and hold on to players. In the past, we've had to sell players to Real Madrid because Real Madrid are just the goats of English. The goats of football.
Yeah, they're just Madrid, isn't it? You have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's Real Madrid. We can't knock it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you want to go to Madrid, it's hard to say. It's hard to say no. We're not Liverpool fans where we hate Trent. They hate Trent because they're because they sold would you call because he left on a free. McManaman left on a free to Real Madrid.
Hey, they could do with Trent now. Hey,
They could do it now, exactly, bro. They could do with him now. They 100% could do with him right now, man. But this is what it is, like typical. But who would be your who would you guys ideally replace? Who would you guys replace ideally who's your next in line replacement? King, you want to go next?
I think there's a list. I think I heard there was a list. I heard there was a list about apparently like I think I was watching before I came on the show. I was watching back again, and they were listing like some of the names what could take over at United, and they spoke about De Zerbi. I think De Zerbi was one. Tuchel was one. Glasner was definitely on that list. Enzo Maresca was on that list. There's a few managers on that list, but those managers that are listed there, like Tuchel, De Zerbi, Maresca, and even Glasner, like the thing with them is that they're not yes man. That's the thing. Because we all know the owners want a yes man. You know what I mean? That's we all know the owners want a yes man. Enzo Maresca, even though I think he's a decent coach, he's not going to take anything what the owners are going to say, because he's not a yes man, because that's why he left Chelsea. He left Chelsea is because he didn't see eye to eye with the board, and he called the Chelsea board out. You understand what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. And it's the same thing with Tuchel. Tuchel's had similar problems at Bayern Munich, at PSG. He's called out all the clubs that Tuchel has pretty much been to. He's called out the board. You understand? Like obviously, someone will say Conte as well, but again, like Conte, you said it just there. Like the person who mentioned Conte, like Conte is not a yes man. That's the problem. That's the problem that we've got as United fans right now, is because these owners want a yes man. All they want these yes men to just follow everything that they say, but it's like they are not doing their job properly either. So, like, it's a difficult one. Like Glasner, he's won stuff at Frankfurt. Obviously, he's won an FA Cup with Palace. Like, he's done a good job at Palace, and he has worked well in pre-season with them. But again, Glasner is having problems with the Crystal Palace board as well, because obviously the Crystal Palace tried to sell, what was it, Mark Gay to Liverpool, if you remember. Mark Gay wanted to obviously leave the club. The club allowed Mark Gay to leave, and Glasner was not happy about it. Glasner wanted to keep Mark Gay, so he's having problems with the Crystal Palace board as well, because he knows that they don't have the squad to be playing in Europe and playing in the league. So he's even called out the board as well. So, bro, I don't know who these men are going to appoint in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want a manager. I just want a manager that has a style of playing that can actually adapt and not be stubborn in his ideas when they're not working. I just want a coach that can adapt, because I've seen Fergie adapt at this football club. You understand? I've seen Fergie play good football and adapt, bro. And I've seen Fergie also win trophies on top of that. I want a manager. People think it's too hard to ask. People are saying, oh, you ask for too much. Your United fan base say to me, oh, you're asking for way too much. No, I'm not. I'm asking for a coach to be able to implement a style of play, to adapt, and to be able to win trophies, bro. That's it. Because I've seen Fergie play good football and have a style of play and win trophies. I've seen that with Enrique. I've seen that with Hansi Flick. I've seen it with other managers where they have a style of play, they play good football, and they've won trophies at their club. So that's the manager who I want, bro. That's the type of manager that I want. So you get me. So I'm not asking for too much, bro. Get me a manager that can adapt. Get me a manager that can implement a style of play and pick the right profile of players to play whatever system he's playing. And when things are not working in your system, be able to change it, be able to tweak it. You will understand. And we also have to have a manager that can also win trophies as well, because obviously we wanted Ollie out. Yes, we were playing good football under Ollie, but we all knew that Ollie was never going to get us over the line. We all knew that the football wasn't sustainable for Ollie to get us over the line. Obviously we had Ten Hag won us trophies. Ten Hag won 2 trophies, but we all knew that the football wasn't sustainable. It was the same thing under Jose as well. The same thing under Jose is that we won trophies under Jose, but the performances wasn't sustainable. I want a coach that can come in and actually coach. Like, I'm sick and tired of relying on individual brilliance to win us games. I'm sick of it, guys. I'm sick of it, people. I'm sick of Man United relying on individuals to get managers out to get managers to keep managers in their jobs when they're not performing well. I want a coach that can get the best out of the players, bro. Because bro, you shouldn't be relying on Cunha and Mbeumo every week to get you shouldn't be relying on these guys to get you results all the time. When you rely on individual brilliance, it will catch up with you. We've seen it with Ahmad. We've seen it with Ahmad, and even with Euro, we've seen it. Like, our better players that have performed in the system, when they are playing in a bad system and they have bad tactics, eventually it's going to catch up with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eventually, when your good players are playing in a bad system and they're playing with bad tactics, eventually it's going to catch up with them. Eventually, they are going to underperform. Heaven's performing well right now. But if the next
down the line, if
this manager would have stayed, or if we bring in a manager like Amorim, and Heaven playing in the crap system, and if Heaven is playing in a crap system, he might have a few good performances, but eventually they're going to catch up with him. And that's what happens when you play players in a bad system. Eventually, they start underperforming, and yeah, that's what happens, bro. So God knows who they're going to appoint, bro. Like, I do not know. I don't have no clue, bro. So don't know what you man think, bro.
They're still talking about getting Southgate.
I would look, bro.
Do you know the only reason they're not doing it? Because a lot of the fans are going to be against him from day one. That's the only reason.
Bro, this is why Ineos are frauds as well. Yeah, it's because obviously I said it before, because we all knew Bruno struggles to fit in this Amorim system. I said it before. Bruno struggles in this Amorim system because he doesn't fit in the system unless if he's playing as a 10 where he gets GNA. But like,
we need
again,
him sold anyway. We need him sold anyway. So.
But we need, this is what I'm saying, because Bruno's 31, like he was 31 or something, and he was on like 300k. He was on 300k a week, yeah. Bro, these men didn't get rid of Bruno because they were scared of the backlash, bro. These men were scared of the backlash that the fan base would give them. But you know the funny thing about that is that they've sacked all of these dinner ladies, and the fans were still going mad at him. So you were so you wasn't scared to sack the dinner ladies, and the fans were angry.
No, but
It depends on what they were serving at the canteen, to be fair.
But then you're scared of the backlash of the fan base of freaking selling Bruno. It's like, bro, Don't make no sense.
Expired
That's-
pasta and that.
Yeah,
they're
bro.
scared to go on new cups and everything as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
to go
bro, this is what I'm saying. They weren't scared to sack all the dinner lady, all the canteen, and all of them stuff, and they were getting backlash of the fans. They wasn't scared of what increase in ticket prices. They wasn't scared of all of these things, and the fans were very mad at the ticket pricing. Yeah, but they all of a sudden scared to get rid of a 31-year-old Bruno Fernandes, who who pretty much has his best days numbers at this club. So
back.
so
Facts.
so that's why we ain't going anywhere when Ineos are making decisions like this, bro, because it's just stupidity.
But then again, you make that point, right?
Yeah.
You say backlash from the fans. If they're so worried about the fans' backlash, why don't the fans go to Old Trafford, start protesting? Because if they're worried about backlash, this could be the biggest and the best backlash these guys.
I'll tell you why.
Do you remember they went to Old Trafford before the Arsenal game last season and we drew 1-1, and remember they announced a new stadium the following day? Do you remember that? Because they were scared of backlash, so they cancelled.
Do you know why, Kevin?
Go on, bro.
Because no disrespect to any of the channels, a great work they're doing. We love to see the work they're putting in for their own channels, for United representing and that.
The pound note.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like if it was like the main channels, I won't name names because I kind of know a few people
No,
from
that's
there. I
okay.
don't want to disrespect them. If they spoke up, then the people would listen, and then we'll see more and more protests. Until
Facts.
then, nothing's going to happen. What is it? There's going to be a few photos outside, glazers out, etc. And then people are going to be flocking to the merchandise store before the games with their 15,000 bags of merchandise. Going to go into the match and pretend nothing happened. Until the big channels all collaborate with each other, which is why the Manchester United means Manchester divided in that department. Until those channels come together with the 958, who have been relatively quiet, by the way. Maybe they got bought
Maybe
out
they're
by
getting
the
paid.
Glazers, by the way. You know what I'm saying? They've been paid 1958 style. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and that's the banana skin in that. I had to say that. I feel like until everyone comes together, nothing got going on, man. So we're pretty much stuck until many years, to be fair. So we can only hope and pray.
But this is why I say, bro, once a top dollar owner takes over this football club, bro, we could literally be back within this year because the amount of money we have to our name, the resources we have to a football club. You know what I mean? They take advantage of that. We're back straight away because these guys are able to spend. The debts would be cleared. You know what I mean? It could take 1 or 2 years. People don't want 5 or 6 years. Like people are so worried about 5 or 6 years down the line. Like I mentioned on my mini live that I did with Augusta earlier today. Big up to him, brother.
Yes, I heard that. Yeah, that was very good.
I watched. I did a bit of the live. Yeah, just a quick one. I mentioned about like these guys are so worried about the future and living in the past rather than focusing on the now. Like they're so fixated on what's gonna happen years down the line. Like, why don't you worry about the results this season that could lead to future success?
Do you know what it is, Kevin? Sorry to cut you off.
It's like, let's go.
People are fixated on buzzwords. Like you hear 2028, you hear what do you call
Best
it?
in class.
Best in class. Brother, we have ownership that are fans of rival clubs that work with rival clubs. You're trying to put the Manchester back in Manchester. That's another one. What does that even mean? Mate, I'm from Coventry. I could put Coventry back in Coventry. I still don't know what that means. How? Am I running for Labour? Am I running for Conservative? Am I the Prime Minister? What is this ish, man?
Nah, it's crazy, man.
It's crazy,
like,
man.
They say these project buzzwords just to buy more time, bro. Let's just be real. They say just to buy more time and to what do you call to get the fans on side.
Yeah.
Because it's a process by design. It's not a process by what the Glazers and what everything want. It's what the manager wants to do. He wants to buy time. So he says these words to get respect from the owners. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. Like this, that's just what I've seen from the past few seasons. Seeing United managers do process after process after process, failed processes. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's process failed. Ten Hag's process sort of
Failed.
worked, sort of failed.
You know what the process is? There is no process.
Sorry?
The process is not. There is no process. That's the process. The process isn't processing.
It's not.
It's crazy, man. Like, bro, but this is what I'm saying. Like I said about Jason Wall, bro. Jason Wilcox is talking about, oh, Ruben Amorim has an idea. We have to trust the process. We have to trust the process because Ruben Amorim has an idea and it's flexible. What? Flexible? What's flexible about it, bro? What are you talking about? Flexible, bro? It's like,
If I want flexible,
bro,
I'm going to the gym. That's what I'm going. You know?
it's like, bro, what? So you cool, yeah? So Jason Wilcox, you cool, yeah? Play Dalot every week, flexible. You play Dalot in pretty much in midfield, inverted in freaking midfield, and play Dogu Dalot inverted. You call that flexible? You freaking cool. You freaking cool when Casemiro is there on the island on his own, yeah. When we're getting run through on the counter attack every single time, yeah, we're getting run through, yeah, on the counter attack. Our midfield is open as shit, bro. Our midfield is open every single game, bro. Every single game, our midfield is wide open. You call that flexibility, Jason Wilcox? You call that flexibility? What's flexible? Oh, having patterns of play. Like, bro, patterns. Oh, we are not seeing. We're not seeing. We are pretty much not seeing any patterns of play from Cunha, from Sesko, and all of these guys. And you call that flexibility? What's flexible about this Ruben Amorim idea? Tell me, Walcott. Tell me, bro. Because you want to tell all of us fans about, oh, Ruben Amorim has an idea and it's very flexible. What's flexible about it? Because we're not seeing that. We're not seeing that.
Brother, it's flexible in failure. That's what flexible is.
Specialist in failure.
Flexible in failure, man. You know.
Flexible in failure. Identity United's not shop and change managers every single season. United don't use managers. United don't use money to buy success like City and Chelsea. Facts, we don't. You're right, and it is true. It's not to chop and change every single manager. It's not to change managers every single season. You're right, but ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left, we've been left with no choice because these managers have been hung out to dry, and look, some managers I actually feel bad for because they've actually been good managers, like Louis van Gaal, for example. I actually rated Louis van Gaal. I thought he was a good manager. I've always been a fan of Louis van Gaal. I don't know why people not like Louis van Gaal, but listen, he deserved another season in my opinion. Mourinho should have been backed. Because if we backed Jose Mourinho, I think we win 2 league titles. I'll be honest with you.
We should have got a Mourinho after Fergie. To be fair, that was a wrong move.
Oh yeah, easily. Or even Pep, bro. Pep was available after Fergie.
Yeah. We should have got him at that time. But again, if you're getting Jose Mourinho, you have to give him everything that he wants. If you're getting Jose Mourinho, you have to give him everything that he wants. It's same with Conte. If you're going to bring these type of guys in, you have to bring them loads of players that they want. So again, the idea from the Glazers again, bro. It's just, bro, Glazers and freaking Ineos, bro. I swear down, bro.
The bomb squad, man. The bomb squad. I'm telling you.
The board's looking to sack Jose, but why? But why were they looking to sack Jose? Though is my question. Like, it's because do you think that he's not a yes man? Do you think he called out a lot of what's going on at the football club? Do you think he kind of indirectly said to the Glazers that I don't like them?
Yeah, he called them out.
Yeah. This is exactly a good point, bro. This is exactly a good point he makes here. If you're back with Lee Grant, Fred, and Diogo Dalot, then that's just embarrassing. People talk about getting Champions League qualification. Yeah, but this is why. This is the transfer window you get when you qualify for your second straight Champions League.
That was god awful, you know. Oh my god.
That was awful. That was the worst transfer window ever. But you know, kind of got me hope. I was like, all right, we still have Lukaku up top. He's still scoring goals and whatnot. Sanchez, could he be good? I still had hope with the players we had at the time because Pogba was there, Herrera was there. So it kind of, I wasn't as hopeless. But
do you know which player I hated selling? I hated selling Mkhitaryan to Arsenal, man.
Yeah.
He was very good.
And
Mkhitaryan, yeah.
That ruined
Oh.
the team a little bit, man. Because I think Mkhitaryan could have won us the FA Cup, man, that year that we lost in the final, man.
Him and Lukaku could have linked something, man. I tell you.
Oh,
Bro,
bro,
it made me, bro. When I saw Pogba playing for France, yeah, it made me so angry because it's like, bro, why are we trying to play this guy like John Obi Mikel or something? Why are we trying to play this guy? Yeah, why?
That link up at the start of the season we had was crazy, man. Between Lukaku and Mkhitaryan, we were slapping.
Yeah.
We were slapping. We scored 8 goals in 2 games, bro. Remember that
4-0 FC.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, we're actually gonna win the league. I started to believe. I was like, no way. I mean, 2 games in, I was like, yeah, we're gonna win the league. But then all goes to shit because the players down. This is what happens to the players, man. I mean, if the mentality is not there, then you just can't win. You know what I mean?
It's like that film, man, Space Jam FC. You know, if we good players with good reputations come here to use their powers, you know what I mean? The same thing happened with Embremo, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
100%. Falls into the liking possibly. Yeah, but then the style of play is irrelevant though. If you bring in a winning manager, style of play is irrelevant. It's about the formation you play and the results you get. If Ruben Amorim was getting results with a 3-4-3, I'd be like, bro, keep him and do it and keep him consistent. Do it.
Yeah.
If you're getting results with back 4, keep it back 4. If you're getting results with a back 5, keep it. You know what I mean? I just seen the news here. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would be interested in the Manchester United caretaker role until the end of the season, according to Rich Fay.
Hey, interim Oli was slapped. he slapped still.
Yeah, he did.
Interim Oli, interim, he slapped, bro.
If they give him a job there, I swear to God, man.
Bro, I remember the game at the Emirates against Arsenal when Lingard and Lukaku. I remember that game, bro.
Yeah.
And then
that's why we won the league that day, man. I can't lie.
Beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge 2-0.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? We actually went on a good run, man, and we were 2-0 down. I know it's kind of small mentality, like to say such things like this, but I remember we were 2-0 down against Burnley in the 90th minute. We scored 2 goals to come back. And I'm like, okay, this team actually has some resilience. This team actually has some resilience now because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has like kind of instilled some new resilience.
The thing that got me about Oli though is that win when that PSG kind of killed his career at the club.
Yeah.
In managerial.
Bro, I would have backed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had he won some trophies. I would have been like, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in, bro. Because
100%.
You know what? It's a trophy that he didn't win. He bottled so many trophies. I was like, bro, this guy would have been perfect for us post Fergie, man.
That Villarreal, Jesus.
If only he won that game, man, against Villarreal, bro. That would have been.
Even Leicester away. See what he did Leicester away with the mad subs.
Even the FA Cup, right? The cup game.
Leicester away. We went to Leicester and got to be like 3-1 or something. Remember
3-1. Leicester won the FA Cup so that year.
Yeah.
Leicester beat Chelsea in the final at Wembley.
Should have been us.
Should have been us. I agree. Should have been us. Facts.
Yeah.
Should have been. Yeah, they don't want to admit, but they're wrong. As per usual, bro. The board are always wrong. The board are typically wrong, and that's what they don't want to admit. They don't want to admit that they're wrong, and they don't want to admit that they're that they're an issue. You know what I mean? And that's why we never move on, because the board don't hold themselves accountable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what are you saying for Burnley, guys? What's your prediction for that game?
We'll do a preview in the coming days. I think tomorrow or Wednesday we'll do a preview.
Yeah, we got Darren Fletcher as interim until further notice.
Manu actually is actually fit because, bro, the way this guy's gonna play once Amorim is gone, it's gonna be like, I'm all for the comps, bro. I'm all for it, man. Like the next
I'm waiting for the Kobe mainly returns to injury news tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
man.
This guy, at least he outlasted because Amorim, because now I think he stays. You know, I think he stays.
Yeah.
I think he definitely stays now, because if it means that Ruben Amorim is gone, obviously he's gone. So the meant that he's gone, I think he outlasts the season. I think he stays. I think he definitely gets. I think he gets into the World Cup squad, even if he's not going to play. I still think he might go for as squad purposes, because
is lucky
depth,
enough.
yeah.
He's lucky enough because like what we got 18 games in the Premier League and we still got FA Cup games. So he's lucky that Mainu's lucky because bro, if we would have sacked Ruben Amorim on that game match day 35 or like match day 32 or something, then bro, Mainu would have probably left, bro. You get it? So
Yes.
so
It's a good thing there's still something to play for this season.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the best thing about it.
yeah, bro.
I ain't trying to write off this season, man. I want to get a European place.
Well, it's so frustrating as well, cause bro, it's like if we would have just done this at the start of the season, bro, we could have won the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, bro. We could have done a double, fam.
We would be in top
And
four right now.
Bro,
We would be in top four right now.
we'd be in top 4 right now, yeah, and we could have done a double, bro. If we
100%.
had, bro, this is what I'm saying, but these freaking Englishmen decided to keep this guy after Grimsbury, bro.
Bro, last season, the last season, bro. Look at the amount of look at the results we got last season, right? 4-3 away at Spurs. That's an embarrassment, right?
Yeah.
And you go away to you go to what? You lose at home to Fulham in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And then you lose at home to, and so you lose in the European final to Spurs. You literally played in Bilbao the week before against Athletic Bilbao.
Bro, 3 times. 3 times we lost to Spurs, bro. Amorim lost 3 times to Spurs, bro.
Oh no, 3 times, but we lost to Spurs 4 times that year, and we didn't even score a
single
goal.
Yeah, we lost 1 under Ten Hag, 1 was under Ten Hag, and 3 of them was under Amorim.
I hear what you're saying though. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Watson and Anderson are ahead of him in match for them. Oh, also, guys, what are your thoughts on the January transfer window? What are you looking for? What do you think about this window?
We're not gonna sign anyone. You
don't think so?
No.
I don't know, bro. Like, there's been links of Belabor coming up again. Like, the Belabor links again have been coming up. It's like,
if I don't see Conor Gallagher, yeah, I swear, like,
bro, like, I've called this guy bro. If Conor Gallagher joins Man United, he's a Super Saiyan Ugarte. I do not want to see this guy. He's a Super Saiyan Ugarte. If people watch Dragon Ball, people will know what I'm on about, bro. Like, you get it?
Have you seen what Chelsea fans call Conor Gallagher and Mason Mount? They call them the cardio cousins.
Sorry, what again?
The cardio cousins. They just run around.
Bro, I swear, I would lose my crap even more, bro. If Ineos was to bring in Conor Gallagher, bro, he's not even starting for Atletico Madrid in a Simeone team. Simeone likes his runners. He's not even starting at Atletico Madrid. He's on the bench.
Now there is no point for the club anymore. You're right. That's why I'm not as stressed, because I know this football club's going to make a bad decision that's going to cost us again. We're going to be back here next season celebrating the next manager sacking again. So That's what it is. And I don't want to do that, but we're going to have to, because at this rate, if you don't give the managers the right backing and you don't give the manager the right tools, how are they supposed to succeed? And if you're not aligned, and if you're not on board with if you're not on board with Ineos, if you're not on board with certain men up there, right? Then how are you supposed to succeed? If you're not on the same page, good luck, because then you won't agree to anything, and that's why Amorim didn't succeed. Part of why he didn't succeed was because of not aligning with the board, and he and the board didn't agree with him. They're not on the same page. They never agreed with each other in terms of what they wanted to do going forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it was the same thing under Ten Hag as well. It was the same thing under Ten Hag when they came in. I think they came in February. Ineos. There was even rumors about Ineos and Ten Hag don't see eye to eye. It's like, bro, like, how are you going to bring in? This is what I'm saying because Jason Wilcox wanted Ten Hag to play possession-based football. We all know Ten Hag wasn't playing possession-based football. Jason Wilcox wants him to play attacking possession-based football. But then Ten Hag says he doesn't have the players to play possession-based football. This and that.
Yeah.
Like so So, bro, nothing aligns. Like I said, they wanted to keep Mainu and Xerxes. Amorim wanted to get rid of Mainu and Xerxes. Yeah, they wanted to keep them two because they rate Mainu and Xerxes. But yeah, you keep them. But yeah, you keep the manager in the job.
Mhm.
It don't make nothing is aligning, bro. Like
The stars ain't aligning, man.
nothing's like, bro. It's mad.
But this is it though. Like, cause if you don't sign the right players now this summer, upcoming summer, then we're back to square one. Because look, we already have a good foundation there. The foundation of players is already good. You already have Embuemo. You already have players there that are good enough
Yeah.
to take this club to a respectable level. I wouldn't say Premier League title winning level because I don't think these guys are title winning level yet. No, I don't think they are. But what I'm trying to say is, if you want this football club to get to where it needs to be, you need to have a core of players. And I think we start with Embuemo. You start with players like Sesko who can actually, you know what it is. Maybe if Sesko plays in a 4-2-3-1 formation, maybe he might work for him. Who knows?
Do you rate Sesko?
Maybe he might start scoring again. Although I know he missed a lot of chances in that game against Leeds, and trust me, I'm not going to defend those chances he missed.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is maybe as a sole striker, maybe his role is easier in that 4-2-3-1 formation. You know what I mean? It could mean a lot for new players as well. Could mean a lot for some players.
Like I said, he played the two up front with Leipzig. Look, I've said this. I don't rate Sesko, but yet again, he's not given the best. What platform is he given to succeed? What platform is he given? It's like he's not really given like a platform. It's like we signed a striker that is known for playing a two up front, but you sign a striker. You sign a striker and you put him in a system where he just up front on his own. It's like it does not make no sense. Like I've said this about Sesko. Like Sesko, he can do the link up. Like Sesko can link up play and stuff like that, but that's not his game. His game, you have to get. There are two scenarios with Sesko. You either have to get him the ball in the air. You have to get the ball in the air to him so that he can header it.
Oh, man.
Or
speaking of that, man, that chance missed against Wolves was really bad.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Yeah, but you have to get the ball to him. You have to get the ball to him in the air, or you have to play it. You have to play the ball in behind. You have to play the ball through in behind, because if you notice his movement, Sesko is always on the shoulder of the opposition defender. He's always on the shoulder. If you see Sesko closely, if you watch Sesko and you see him closely, he's always on the shoulder. Like, I'm not saying that he was, you know, like how Jamie Vardy was always on the shoulder of the last defender. He was always on the shoulder of the last defender. That's what Sesko is. Sesko is also a striker that wants to run in behind and get on the last shoulder of the defender. But the problem is yet again, not a lot of the plays that we've got on the pitch. Like they don't really play the ball in behind. So it's like, you know what I'm saying. So this is the thing. Obviously, Xerxes is a bit different, because Xerxes becomes like a third midfielder, because Xerxes will actually hold up the ball and link up play. He's a different type of player. He would do that. Xerxes will hold up the ball and link up play and bring other attackers into the game. Sesko's not like that though. Sesko wants to run in behind, or he wants the ball in the air. And if you don't give him those type of services, he's not going to do anything.
I agree. And that's the thing, bro. But out of all the managers that have been here, which is the manager that you guys have really been like impressed with the most, like style of play wise and like results wise? Who've been like your most, like, if you had to pick one, like post Sir Alex Ferguson, who's been like your probably favorite manager post Ferguson? Because I'm probably gonna go with Jose or LVG, one of them.
Jose, because he won trophies.
Yeah,
Sorry?
like if
Jose,
you're
because he
going
won
trophy wise,
Fair enough, Jose.
yeah.
Go on, King.
Yeah, if you're going trophies wise, it's Jose. If you're going trophy wise, it's Jose. But for me, like you said about Van Gogh, I was impressed with Van Gogh because Van Gogh brought a style of play. He brought a style of play. Bro, my man had Chris Smalling looking good, bro. You see how Chris Smalling was carrying the ball and stuff like that. You see, you see what he did to Chris Smalling, bro.
Mike Smalling, mate. That's what it is.
Bro, he had Matteo Darmian overlapping, bro. He had Matteo Darmian overlapping, bro. Like he was playing young guys like Paddy McNair and Valero. Paddy McNair, Valero, Tyler Blackett.
Hey, you guys remember Donald Love?
Sorry?
Remember Donald Love?
Yeah.
He played in Sunderland.
What's that guy's name as well? Both with Jackson as well. You remember
Tyler Buffy Jackson. Yeah.
Bro, Jackson. like Van Gogh was making these men look good, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. He was making these guys look good.
You guys remember Guillermo Varela?
Against Arsenal, had a good game against Arsenal. Yeah,
that was it was like that's our right back right there. We go and think it out against fucking I don't know. It's because you know why?
Burnley away.
Yeah, man.
Matteo Darmian overlapping though, that was crazy. Matteo Darmian overlapping. Chris Smalling carrying the ball out from the back. Bro, like this is crazy. Man, we're getting a tune out of Fellaini, bro. Man, we're getting a tune out of freaking Fellaini, bro. You know what I mean? Like put the ball over the top to Fellaini. Like you get man, we're getting a tune out of Fellaini, bro.
That's the perfect example of a manager that knows how to work with what he's got rather than complain about what he has already there. Because it's like for example, a company hires a staff. Hires a new manager mid season or whatever, like mid year, right? And if they go on and if they go on and say, oh, I don't have the if they don't go on and have the
all their pieces,
the right staff, then how's he supposed to work with the staff? You're supposed to work with what you've got. You know what I mean? You're supposed to work with what you have already.
There you go.
You can't just complain about what you already have. You have to because look at Klopp when he came to Liverpool. He had to work with what he got, and he did a decent job. And then you go
same thing with Pep as well. Same thing with Pep. Pep had to work with what he's got, bro. Like you get it. Like you're not going to get every player, Managers just have to understand. I don't know what is with some of these young managers as well, like with Amorim and stuff like that. I don't get it, bro. You're not going to get managers that you always want. You know that people say, "Oh, I feel sorry for Amorim." Does not know. Amorim knew what he signed up for. He knew what he was signed up for. He knew the players that he had at his disposal. He knew that already before he came. So you have to work with the players that you already got. You have to show what you already have at your disposal. Even when you look at Enzo Maresca, man was getting last season in the Club World Cup, man was getting a tune out of Pedro Neto and Sanchez and Tolson and Chalobah, and we wouldn't take these players at our club. We wouldn't take these. We wouldn't take these players at our club. We wouldn't take Chalobah. We wouldn't take Tolson. We wouldn't take Sanchez. We would not take these guys at our club. But Enzo Maresca figured out a way the last 3 months to get the best out of him, and Chelsea ended up getting top 4. They won the Conference League. They managed to win the Conference League, and they won the Club World Cup, and they beat probably the best team in the final against PSG. And Maresca didn't have all, and Maresca did not have all of these players, and that's why he should have left Chelsea earlier. But that's why he left. It's because him and the board wasn't seeing eye to eye, because he's thinking. He's thinking, I've just won you 2 trophies, bro. I've just won you 2 trophies. I've got the best out.
In one
I got
season, in his first
I
season,
won you 2 trophies in one season, and I got the best out of all the players last season, and I managed to win 2 trophies. And you give me Gittins and Garnacho.
Hey, man, they can hold that.
You understand? Like, you understand?
the Garnacho one got me, man. The Garnacho one got me.
Hey, you see what
Like, you
Lewis called him
understand?
today?
Oh man,
Lewis called him gonorrhea.
But this is what I mean about the fan. But again, that's what I remember our fan base. Yeah, they were criticizing Paul Pogba for his haircuts and this and that, and Jesse Lingard for their haircuts, saying, calling them monkeys, calling them monkeys, this and that. But all of a sudden, when Garnacho gets his haircut, all of a sudden, he's a star boy. He's CR7.
We know what it is, though, innit? You know what I'm saying?
We all know what it is, bro. Like, we all know what it is. Like, these men have their favorites, bro. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like these men, like when Pogba and Lingard were getting their haircuts and that, they were getting all the criticism there. When it's Garnacho, he's Starboy. He's CR7. He's going to be the next CR7.
Yeah, the next Cristiano Ronaldo and all that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean,
come on, bro. Like, you can't take these men seriously. Like, come on.
Flawless will be joining us in a bit, so make sure you guys hit the like button and you guys check out.
They got Flawless
TV as well. You guys okay to stay on for a longer? Yeah.
Wait, well, yeah. It's Flawless coming on right now.
In a bit. You guys are okay?
Yeah, because I just got a text. I got a text earlier saying I think Flawless wanted me to hop on like one of his show. But if he's hopping on this show, then yeah, I say here.
Nah, that's fine.
Bro.
Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off there. Continue, bro.
Yeah, go on, bro. See what you were saying.
No, I'm just saying. I'm here. Carry on.
No, carry on.
Yeah, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're going to criticize a man because they're not performing well, then you have to keep the same energy with the other players, bro. It can't be one player does this is okay, and then one player does that, it does the same thing, and it's not okay. It's like, bro, when Garnacho getting his haircut, it's Starboy. But when it's Pogba and Lingard, they are shit, or they're monkeys, or whatever, or this is why they are not Manchester United level. I had people. Everyone will remember. You remember the Leicester game in the FA Cup last season, yeah, when we beat them 2-1, and Garnacho came off from the bench and he scored. But if you remember, Garnacho missed about 3 other chances as well before that, yeah? And people were telling me, United fans in the comments after the video, because Northside did a watch-along, and I hopped on his watch-along when he was doing Man United versus Leicester in the FA Cup. And like people, and a couple of people in the comments on Northside channel were saying, why is this guy criticizing Garnacho? Why is this guy criticizing Garnacho? He's a game changer. These men are acting like this guy was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or Chicharito from the bench. Literally.
Chicharito, man, because the Chicharito actually won us Premier League titles, 2 Premier League titles, whilst the other man, yeah, you can't name me a better impact sign than Chicharito that one time. Seriously.
Come on, man, bro.
Chicharito was a baller, man. He was a baller, bro. Absolute baller, man. And the disrespect that he gets, yeah, is crazy. It's mad. Players like Johnny Evans, Danny Welbeck, I keep getting told that these guys were bums, but what role we have now? Would you rather not appreciate what you had when we won league titles? You know what I mean?
Bro, Danny Welbeck on the third game, bro. Bro, I remember that Arsenal game, bro, that 8-2 against Arsenal, bro. Danny Welbeck, bro, just rapping it against Arsenal. I remember. Ashley Young. Bro.
Ashley Young, you know, even Cleverly played well for a bit as well for a period. Even Tom Cleverly played well for a period. that's how good it was for us.
Bro,
we had reserve players.
bro.
Spring team beat Arsenal 2-0 at Old Trafford is what it is. Sorry, bro.
This is what I'm saying. These managers want to complain about. Oh, I don't have all the players that I want. I don't have all the players that I want. Fergie was getting the best out of Raphael, Fabio, Anderson, John O'Shea, Darren Fletcher, Tom Cleverley. He would get the best out of all the guys. He would get the best out of all of them.
Darren Gibson and that.
Darren Gibson. Come on, bro. Like, man would get the best out of all these guys, bro. Like, come on, like, so this thing about, the manager needs all of these pieces, he needs all of these players for it to work. Absolute nonsense, bro. Absolute nonsense, bro. Fergie did it with Anderson, bro. With Anderson, Raphael, Valero, who was it? Nicky Butt, and Darren Fletcher and Tom Cleverley. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, man, I'm talking, Fergie didn't have his own players. Fergie turned water into wine. Fergie managed to make it work. Like, what are we doing here? Like I said, Van Gaal made it work with Tyler Blackett and Jackson and Paddy McNair and Valera and Matteo Darmian.
Yeah,
like, come on, like, what are we doing?
Do you guys know what's so funny? Do you guys know the last two managers to have won the manager of the month?
Oh, no way. I've just clocked. Oh, my
They've
God.
been sacked. October, Maresca for November. I don't know for December yet. It hasn't been confirmed for December yet, but that's crazy. The last two managers of the month have both been sacked, and they're
That's
both
a curse, you know.
I mean, sorry, go on. What were you saying?
That's a curse, you know. That trophy.
Literally, that award is cursed. It's cursed. It shouldn't, bro. That award has been a curse for a long time. Remember when Nuno got it for Forest, and then he crumbled after that.
Yeah.
Do you remember all that?
Yeah.
They got this new thing as well, yeah? They got this new thing called Player of the Week now as well. They got this thing called Player of the Week now that they introduced, yeah? Bro,
oh my God.
Bruno got 2 assists. Bruno was not even good in the Palace game, and Bruno got 2 assists in the Palace game. And bro, Reece, and by the way, Chelsea played Arsenal, and Reece James got man of the match in that game. And Reece James did not score a goal or get an assist in that game. Reece James was man of the match. If people would have watched the Chelsea and Arsenal game, people will know what I'm talking about. Reece James got man of the match against Arsenal, yeah? And Bruno got Player of the Week in front of Reece James is because Bruno got 2 assists. It's like, bro, football's not always about GNA, bro.
Quick question, King. Quick question, bro. Are those awards voted for by the fans?
Yes, bro, by the fans. These man voted. Yeah, it was by the fans. These man voted Bruno because he got 2 assists against Crystal Palace and he did not play well in that game over Reece James, who got man of the match against Arsenal. Bruno got Player of the Week over Phil Foden, who scored. I think he scored 2 goals. He scored 2 goals against Leeds. You remember the Leeds game as well? Man City won 3-2 against Leeds, and Phil Foden scored 2 goals against Leeds, and he played well in that game. And Bruno got Player of the Week ahead of Phil Foden and Reece James, who were man of the match for Man City and Chelsea.
Yeah, stupid ass awards, man.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
No, some of the awards just don't make sense, and some of the winners just don't make sense. You know what I mean? It's just who wins it and when they win it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for why? Like, look, I get it, manager of the month and all of that. Like, sure, but why player of the week and all of that? It just doesn't make sense. You play one game a week. Like, what does it have to do with winning awards and all of that? You know, it's crazy.
It's mad, bro. Bro, when I found out that Bruno got Player of the Week ahead of Reece James, bro, I could not believe it. After that game that Reece James had against Arsenal, I could not believe it, you know. And then when I heard it was voted by the fans, I'm like, no wonder, bro, because bro, Man United are probably the biggest fan base, bro. You know what I mean? In England, and we all know that. We all know that a majority of them love Bruno, bro. It's like, bro, come on, man. It's like GNA is not, bro. People don't understand, yeah. People you think, if a player scores a goal or player gets an assist, that means they had a good game. No, bro. No, bro. That's not always the case. Or when a player doesn't get an assist or a goal, people think they have a bad game. No, bro. You have to watch football with your eyes, bro. Like, bro, you have to watch football with your eyes and see what it is, bro. Like, it's not always about GNA, bro. You'll understand. I've seen plenty of games, yeah, of Bruno, of Bruno and even Mount, when Mount's got GNA and stuff, and people say, oh, but they've played well because they scored a goal and assist. No, they haven't.
Here's the thing, King. People don't watch the game, they watch stats.
Literally.
There you go.
That's what they do.
Literally. These men watch stats and they don't watch the actual overall game, and that's why when you ask somebody about if they rate, you know, certain men, they get so much GA. For example, who's the player that just gets so much GA aside from Bruno Fernandes? Who's that one guy that gets so much GA but just doesn't produce, like, in terms of overall performances? Like, who's that one guy? Who's that one guy you think, like, overall, like good to watch on the eye?
Like people say, a lot of people would say Salah. People would say Salah. A lot of people would say Salah, but I don't.
Salah was a good player.
Salah was a good player. Yeah. Like, I'm not even downplaying. Salah was actually a good player. Salah, he might be not the best technically, but he wasn't like awful technically. He wasn't awful technically. Like,
yeah, he wasn't awful. No, he wasn't, and that's the thing. Like, it's just, this is what I mean. Like, Bruno Fernandes, do you know the assist that he gave to Mason Mount for his goal was from a free kick? It wasn't even from open play. It was like
that was a bad pass.
Smashed in the bottom corner. That was
a bad pass. Mount had to shift himself and shoot.
Literally.
Yeah.
What the hell? It was a good goal, though. It was a good finish.
I even remember the game against Sheffield United. I watched that game. I remember I was there. You know, when we beat them 2-1, when we beat Sheffield United 2-1, and Bruno and Bruno got the assist for the Scott McTominay goal, but it was a bad pass, bro. McTominay, bro, he fizzed it into Scott McTominay. McTominay had to control the ball, had to fully control it, because it would just fizz into him. But Bruno got an assist from that. But it was not a good pass. Scott McTominay scored a goal against Sheffield United, but it was not a good assist. It had no weight on it. It would just fizz into him, and he had to just he had to just control it. Like, you understand? It's like, bro. Not everything is about GNA. I even remember the game that Xerxes had against Real Sociedad at home. If people watch with their eyes, yeah. Bro, I know Bruno scored 3 goals against Real Sociedad in the second leg, yeah. But if you watch how Xerxes was playing in that game, yeah, bro, he did not even get a goal and assist, and he was one of our best players in that game, bro. Man was holding up, linking up the play. Man was even spraying passes in that, bro, against Real Sociedad, bro. You understand? But Xerxes not going to get the credit for that because he did not get a goal or an assist. So people will say, "Oh, but he didn't have a good game because he got a goal because he didn't get a goal or a freaking assist." I seen freaking Jack Grealish ball out against Real Madrid at the Etihad, and he did not get a goal or an assist. But then he was easily man of the match in that game because he cooked Carvajal, bro. He cooked Carvajal at right back. He was cooking Carvajal at right back. So not everything is just about GNA. But you know what? A lot of these football fans are like you said, like what you said just there, King. Like what you just said just there is all about stats, bro. With these man in it, so
100%, bro. That's what I mean. Big up to Flawless. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're well, my guy.
Big up to Flawless.
Blessings, man. Where you
Yeah.
at, man? What's good? Big up, everyone. Big up, A Kevin for having me. Shout out to you, King.
Well,
Shout out,
Big
man.
up.
Big up, Khan as well. Everyone in the chat. What's going on, man? What's happening?
now we were just discussing Ruben Amorim in this football club. We were just discussing Ineos, discussing all the
Yeah.
incompetent guys are on. But you know, a lot.
Incompetent nitwits enjoying our suffering. That's what we were
Word
talking.
to Kaneki, man. Yeah, word to Kaneki for that, for real. Shout out, Vic. Word to
Shout
Yah,
out
for real. He's spot on when he said that, man. Incompetent nitwits enjoying our suffering.
Yeah,
Spot
literally,
on.
man. Big up to Vic though. Big up to you, bro, as well.
Big up, bro, every time.
Big of it.
Vic of room, bro.
But for I'll go to you first on this one. Obviously, Ruben Amorim sacked. Obviously, I know I saw you did the celebration and everything like that. But what does that mean for the football club going forward? Obviously, because you know what it is. Like Ineos have now made their decision, their call. Like, what does that mean for us going forward? You know, because that could be, because the next appointment could be huge for in terms of where we are going forward as well.
Yeah, it's a chance to get it right. Because as much as I criticize Ineos, first and foremost, for doing a deal with the Glazers, outside of the managerial decision, if you move the managerial decisions to the side, which of course alongside players that's the two most important things at the football club, they actually get things right. Like I look at their recruitment incomings and outgoings, people are always going to be overly critical and overanalyze when it's United. But even if you look at whoever you think is the best run in regards to recruitment, they'll get things wrong. But I look at players we bought and I look at the price points under them and I go, Fez. I use Dorgu as an example. Not the best player, but he's 25 million. Do I look at Dorgu and go, you're a 25 million pound player? Yes. Of course, you sign him as a 25 million pound player and hope he becomes a 50 million pound player. You want it to be a Maserati, you was 12 M's and you go, yeah, you're probably 40, 30 million. So yeah, in regards to the actual appointment, it's a chance for them to get it right. Now, will they? Who knows? But if they get this next, like, and not so much, actually both, the interim after Fletcher, so the interim to the end of this season, because if we're 6 now, and Amorim's been horrible. Let's be real. Yep. He's been the worst manager ever in our history, and we are currently sat 6. So if we get someone who is just bug standard, average, we comfortable in the Champions League. We comfortably playing better football because the talent's there and we've had 2 clean sheets all season long. We've had no clean sheets away from home. So if we get an improvement on those things, we'll be comfortable there. And then that's a good platform for the new manager coming in. But they have to get not only the interim right after Fletcher, the new manager. So if they get those 2 things right, it's a good thing. But if they get it wrong, then we'll see.
It's very hard to do worse than this guy. I'll be so real.
You said the exact same about Ten Hag, though, innit? Don't worry, don't watch that, man.
Bro, the only even worse than this guy is relegation. So you're telling me that United are going to get relegated then?
Not necessarily because he might do the Amorim thing where he's on relegation form and they sack him. Yeah. Because Amorim's relegation form.
No plan.
But apparently his idea is flexible, guys. You know what I mean? It's flexible according to Jason Wilcox. You know what I mean? We have to trust the process. But to him,
I'm still waiting for that to work for somebody. Like we keep hearing this. I hear you, King.
It's the same brother, you know, that after that 3-game win run, this guy was so shameless and came out with all these interviews talking about the long-term project and all this nonsense, only to sack the guy a couple months later. Not even like a year later, a couple months later, bro. Because that
3 years, 3 months,
only 2 months ago.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. The reason why we didn't sack Ten Hag is because we didn't have footballing people in place. Well, you've had all the footballing people in place, and you did not sack Ruben Amorim. So, what's that about?
No, but you can tell they really did want it to work. Like, let's be real. The only reason he got sacked is because he came out and called them out.
Exactly.
If he didn't do that, he wouldn't have got sacked. If he didn't do that, he would have
positive that we're 3 points off top 4.
Yeah, they see it as progress.
Yeah, it's literally a progress for them because they're happy about us being 3 points off top 4. But then again, if we were like, well, let's say 5 or 8 points off top 4, then maybe they'd be like, okay, they maybe think, okay, it's time for him to go.
Yeah, that's why I thought that they would sack him at the end of the season. Like I thought, it would be a thing where we're inconsistent for the rest of the season, and we miss out on Europe, and then they sack him. That's what I thought it would be. But obviously, he set that up by calling them out.
After the Ben Jacobs news, I knew he was gone, bro. After the news that came out yesterday, I was like, yeah.
You know what made me realize that he might be gone? The fact that they didn't drop no post-match press conference afterwards. They just completely, because normally after like a manager does a post-match presser after the game, they drop it like as soon as it's like ready to be published, like as soon as it's been edited, chopped down, everything, and that's usually takes like about an hour. No press conference at all for like 3, 4, 5 hours. I was like, oh, this isn't normal. And then we wake up and obviously we hear that apparently he was sacked before the Leeds game. Now they're saying that they made the decision up even like time ago. But the thing is, like, the results on paper haven't even been as bad as, like, it's funny that this is what got him sacked more than anything, because we lost the Grim, they didn't sack him. We lost the and they didn't sack him. You can name bare results. Just pick out any game from last year of him. You can pick out any game and say, oh yeah, that game was probably grounds to sack him. Bro, I'll give you one. West Ham last year at home, where we got bopped by Ward-Prowse and Rodriguez in midfield.
Wolves, well.
Yeah, Wolves as well, bopped at home by a Wolves team that had like 7 man out. Yeah, like there's been plenty of games that we can look at and go, oh, what? So you were happy with those results, but this is where you draw the line. 1-1 at Wolves at home. That's where you draw the line.
Yeah, man smashing up TVs against Brighton, bro. And he wanted to resign, but hey, he's still
Yeah.
I remember that.
I was talking about smashing TVs against Brighton and all like that.
Bro, yeah, he brought out the fucking tactics board for Grimsby, bro. Like, he's done.
Bro, that was covering his face in the penalty shootout. That was covering his face.
Grimsby,
he didn't want to see the penalty.
Yeah, bro.
Mate, you would take Sabutia on a touchline, mate. That's what he's doing.
Tactics is he the tactics board on how players will take penalties, because penalties were literally right next. Right,
the state of his tactics, bro, I wouldn't be shocked. But to be honest, penalties are a lottery, man. There ain't really a tactic you can give a player on a penalty. It's whatever the player's feeling, isn't it, on the day.
True.
It's just, you know what it is.
Think you're smart and don't change your mind. That's all you can tell them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's just,
have a smart in mind that you're going to shoot and don't change your mind. That's it.
Yeah.
But you know what really gets me, bro? It's like when he goes to a back four, it actually looks really good. Once he goes back to a back three, it just goes to shit again.
Yeah, he tried to sabotage it because he was upset. His ego was hurt that it was actually working.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
The substitution, he tried so hard to throw away that game against Newcastle.
And even the quotes now that we're seeing now that he has been sacked, people are saying that because the players were comfortable against Newcastle, they thought that in the warm-up against I think it was Wolves, they thought that they'd be playing a back four again, and then they were surprised that he changed it last minute to a back five. They were a bit confused, and then they said that like he was showing signs that he wasn't really that confident about it. So they were basically saying he was rattled that the Newcastle game went as well as it did, and he wanted to show people that he's not the problem, and then he just exposed even further that he's the problem instead.
Yeah,
which is just crazy to me.
100%.
Yeah, but Vicar, sometimes you attack with better. Sometimes you attack without no. It's better to attack with no strikers, according to him.
I would have listened. I don't promote violence, but when he said that, I went to a dark place mentally. I'm not gonna lie. This is football we're talking about, and this brother said you can attack better with less attackers on the pitch. I've never heard that in my life, bro. Like my 23 years of life, bro. I've never heard that shit.
Never
attack better with less.
Vicar and Age twice hearing that, innit?
Bro, trust me, I couldn't believe it.
Bro, is that freaking Slot saying, "Oh, he needs freaking Jacob Murphy for Isak to score goals"?
Jacob Murphy's to unlock Isak, but even that makes more sense though, because Jacob Murphy can cross the ball. Like whatever we want to say about him, that brother can cross in it. That brother can cross the ball. This guy just straight up said, in the game of football where your aim is to get the ball to the attackers so that they can get into the final third and create chances and score goals, you need less of those players to attack better. Apparently. It's just he was just never a United manager, bro. Yeah. From his mindset, like forget his system, forget his tactics, just from his mindset, bro. He was never a United manager.
I can't believe people actually called out Paul Scholes for saying about Ruben Amorim, saying that he's not a United manager. I don't think this guy's United. I'm like, bro, how do you call out Paul Scholes? The guy who's won 11 Premier League titles, man.
It's almost like Scholes understands that you don't need less attackers to attack better.
And you know what they're going to do? They'll go attack his time at Oldham Athletic rather than go view his vision of football.
Yeah,
off the pitch.
People don't want to hear the truth, Kevin. That's what it is.
So it's lazy.
It's lazy.
What Scholes is saying is 100% spot on. Like, bro, United in the past, bro, when we're chasing a game, sometimes Sir Alex would bring on just everyone. He would just throw strikers on the pitch.
Yeah,
He would
yeah,
just
yeah.
throw everything,
Put
throw
them all
the
in the
kitchen
box.
sink,
Yeah.
the kitchen sink at him. And Scholes was there, like he was part of that. He would see Sir Alex doing this shit, and then he's seeing Amorim. He's like, bro. He said it in his in the show. He was like, bro, he's bringing on defenders. He's bringing on defenders when we're chasing the game at home to 10 men Everton. He's bringing on defenders.
Yeah, I think what did Troop say? 25 defensive changes or something, bro. 25 defensive change,
Bro,
25 defensive changes or something.
Bro, he said something like, "Oh, he's made 10 more defensive substitutions than any manager in the Premier League this season and last season. 10 more."
Bro, this manager had the audacity to say, because the reporters asked him about, oh, why didn't you make any offensive subs? And the guy was like, oh, what offensive sub could I have made? Hey, you had Mainu on the bench, but hey, you don't want to use him. But you're talking about, you're saying to the reporter, oh, what offensive subs could I have made? What?
He did make offensive subs. He made it offensive subs to his fans. That was offensive to us.
Real word. No, that's another reason, by the way, that he's not a United manager, bro. The way he treated the youth, fucking hell. Like, the way he treated the youth was disgusting in and of itself. Apparently, it's another reason why he got sacked, which is just, again, further.
Yeah, say Toby Collins not playing well on these things there. Come on, bro.
United has always been about youth, bro, for as long as I've been alive. And this guy just threw all of them under the bus. Just because his ego was hurt.
LVG is the best example of a youth manager ever.
Yeah.
We just spoke about it. Me and A. Kevin just spoke about it.
You know, this guy had Borthwick Jackson looking like a decent footballer, you know. That was what LGD was.
Borthwick Jackson was my guy. I thought he was back here. I thought he was
bro, Tyler Blackett, bro. Tyler Blackett, Matthew O'Donnell, and all these men.
Bro, that's
you guys remember Donald Love? Donald Love against Sunderland away. During RVG day, Donald Love, when he played with Yanas and them, man.
I don't, you know.
I don't even remember, you know, yeah.
That's
Paddy
McNair, same team.
I remember Paddy McNair. Yeah.
You see the difference, bro. A manager that actually understands what United's about, and he wasn't even successful, but he understood. Come on, this is United, bro. They're about bringing the youth in and giving them.
Come on, bro. Like Fergie was getting the best out of the two twins, Raphael and Fabio, bro, and Anderson and freaking Tom Cleverley and Darren Fletcher and John O'Shea. Come on, bro. Like,
the only youth player that he's actually given any sort of faith to is Aiden Heaven, and I don't even give him credit for that. I just think Aiden Heaven just got thrown into the deep end, and he was that good. He had to play. That was it. I don't give him any credit for that, because if DeLitt and Maguire are fully fit, he's not giving Heaven no games. Heaven ain't going to get in a sniff in the team. He was only doing it because we had injuries, and I trusted him a little bit last season, so maybe I can get away with it again. That's the only reason he played Heaven as well, because Heaven's in this run of form now because everyone else is out, and he had a chance because there was bare injuries. But yeah, I don't give him credit for none of that.
Yo, bless up, man. Them bless up.
Big up.
Yo, Flawless, you Jamaican zombie. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? What's up,
bro? Listen, before I went to sleep last night, you was live. Yeah. I woke up, I see you live with Troops. I went to work, you're live. I just woke up from my lunch, you're live. Yeah, you're a zombie, bro. So bless up, though. Bless up to the man.
Big up, man. Big up. I appreciate it. Big up, man.
Yo, like. Every morning, me and Akavin, we do our early morning streams.
Yes.
And I said this, brother, this manager has to go. He is utter shit, bro. Like, as a little kid living in Jamaica before I moved to the US, my uncle introduced me to United, right? I've seen us win 10 Premier League titles, bro. 1 Champions League. And bro, this football that we was playing, bro, like I'm like, what the hell? Yo, yes. Akavin could tell you this. The day before the final, my father died, bro. I was talking before we go live, and I said, yo, listen, I need us to win this trophy so it can boost my spirits. Yo, you see when we lost, Akavin, tell them what happened. Tell them exactly what I did.
Rasta had a complete crash out on the channel, and it's worth it. Trust me, it was right. It was rightly so. Like you had every right to crash out, man. And trust me, I did as well. It was literally 5 a.m. where I was, and I literally had to go live straight after the final because that was how upset I was. But you know what? From this United team, that was expected. It was kind of expected. We kind of knew that this was going to crumble.
So when I see people online like Hums and these other Riris, I fully back the manager and this and that, brother. You see, some of our own fan base, they are part of the problem too, bro. Because I don't live in the Lulu land. I live in the real world, bro. And I say this: if a manager is shit, he has to go. I firmly believe in the Abramovich way. Yeah, you sack the manager until we get the right one. And if the manager that comes after him, he don't get it right, he has to go. We sack until we go. You gotta back the manager, blindly back the manager, blindly support the manager, brother. I win or fuck off. Win or fuck off. 100%. I have no sympathy for no manager. Anytime a manager gets my support, you have to win me shit. You have to win me shit. If you're not winning me shit, fuck you. Respectfully. Excuse my French, guys. But I'm just saying it as it is, bro, because in our fan base, bro, we have fans wanna sing songs about we're top of the league and XG and GA and all of that crap, bro. And I'm just like, brother, it's not getting us goals. This man spent 250 million on our attack, and Benjamin Sesko, bro. Yesterday, I did a watch along for that game. I'm like, Benjamin Sesko, how are you so shit, bro? How do you miss that? You are shit. Your first touch is shit. Go back to the Bundesliga where you been, brother. I said this before, and I say it again. I always give a player 2 seasons. And when I watch you on the pitch and you're shit, no, you have to go. The goalkeeper, Lemons, and Mbumo is the only 2 signings that I say that's good enough. Everybody else is okay. And everybody want to talk about Bruno, bro. Bruno, to me, is not captain material. I've been saying this for time. Oh, but the chances created. I don't give a fuck how many chances is created. He whines like a little bitch. I see if you whine like a little bitch, because you see the captain, I see captain my club. Shout out to the captain. When I mean the captain, you guys know who's our club most decorated captain, right? Anything Roy Keane says about the club, I agree with it. You know why, bro? He knows what it means to win. He doesn't know what it means to lose. And when I see Bruno failed us in these important finals, bro, I'm like, nah, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy, bro. But when I say this stuff, I'm negative. I'm delusional. You're selfish fan. You're international fan. Your opinions don't count. I'm like, bro, I've been watching Man United since I was 5 years old, bro. You mean my opinion don't count? Brother, I see, you see Ineos, yeah? Ineos, you royally fucked up. And I say you royally fucked up, yeah? Specialist in failure. Like the words of the special one, specialist in failure. You see that cancer glazer, bro? See that cancer glazer, brother? Let me tell you something, yeah? I hope I wish nothing but harm to those bastards, bro. And I don't wish ill will to nobody, bro. But you see that scum that is the Glazer family? I don't think we'll ever be as successful as long as they're here again. I wanted us to be bought by Qatar. Motherfuckers come tell me, oh, why you want a state to own your club? That's not a good idea. Jim Ratcliffe is man born and bred. I said, bro, oil money is gonna clear all the debt. And look what we have. Look what happened to us. Look how we're all on the stream talking about now.
Yep.
Brother, let me tell you this, yeah? And I'm gonna say it again. You see, some of our fan base, they all just need to go off, line up on a bridge, and jump. Cause you know why? end of the day, if we keep those dead weight in our club, if we keep the dead weight in our club, bruv, we're not going to be a big club. You know, we're just Man United and Man United in name. That's it. Bro, like all over Europe, bro. I have friends that live in Germany. I have friends that live in Spain. All over Europe. They say, "Oh, we're a joke club, bro. We're not serious." But it's true.
Right, you're right.
It's true. And then lastly, before I stop talking, right? You see the Old Trafford faithful? Because I can even know one person we know, and I know other person. Some of the people I know in the Old Trafford faithful, y'all was singing this little dumb song for a manager that has not done nothing that's not done nothing for us. Got us from bad to worse to even worse or worse. If that's even a word. I hope y'all learn from this experience, yeah? If our players are not playing well, they need to get booed. Rush the damn pitch if you have to. Let them know. Do not fuck around. Because when you put on this badge, you fight for this badge. You bleed for this badge. Because RIP, people literally died for our frigging club. And these players are just taking their piss. Only Embuemo and Lemons. To me, Benjamin Sesko, go back to RB Life Skill, bro. RB Life Skill, because you are shit. And on that bombshell, bro, I ain't talking no more because I don't want nobody to feel like say.
No, it's
From I came on here, I just been rambling, bro. But listen, I don't feel sorry for Ruben Amorim gone, bro. He had it coming a long time.
Yeah, I hear it, but I've been ranting all day, bro. I was ranting on Northside channel. I was ranting on here. I was ranting on here. I was saying so much. Like I was saying, like everything that you said there, I pretty much said it at the start of this show. I said it on Northside show today, bro. It's just, bro, it's just a shit show, bro. Like, bro, I said on Northside show, yeah, it's not stupidity. I said to him, we're two Jamaicans, bro. I said to him, it's pure fuckery. That's what I said, bro. I said it pure fuckery, bro. You understand? Like, like you can't keep a manager that finished 15th, finished on minus 10 goal difference, scoring 32 goals in 27 games, and conceding 42, playing a back five / a back six.
Yo, listen. The fact that we gave Spurs, a trophy, and it goes to show you, then Spurs then sacked the manager for winning them a trophy, and I you see, there's one content creator in this content space that I don't like, that is the biggest flip flop for our club. Yo, listen, the other day when Norden and Saeed had the bat, they're ready to beat sense into him. I really hope Norden and Saeed behind the scenes beat sense into that guy, bro, because brother, I swear to God, bro, he's one of the biggest flip flops. Oh, we gotta back the manager.
You talking about Faz?
Yes. Yo, bro.
Faz knows what he's doing, man. Faz knows what he's doing.
Yo, listen,
Now, Faz is smart, man. He knows what he's doing.
No, flawless. In real life, no. Hold on. In real life, bro, if I see him in real life, I will press him and page him in real life. I ask him what kind of dumb re shit are you on? Why are you backing this crap?
For numbers and views.
You United fan, or you just want the clicks, bro?
He said this. He said this. Wait. Do you not pay attention to what he said? He said
it on the pod. He said it on the podcast.
He said this publicly. Yeah.
He said this.
He said this. I don't believe what I'm saying. I'm doing this because it gets clicks and views. Look at my numbers.
I'll do it.
Wait, who are you talking about? Who?
Faz.
Yeah. Faz. Oh yeah, Faz.
Faz knows what he's doing.
We don't do the same thing.
Yeah, each to their own. I don't watch how people like promote their content. However you sell your product is however you sell your product. Shout out to Faz.
Yeah, man. Be up, Faz.
Yeah, man said to Saeed, you haven't suffered enough, I remember man said
he should have beat him up there. I didn't know he said that to him. Yeah, he should have beat him up.
Yo.
Sorry guys. Just to show you how angry I am, bro.
My phone kicked me out of the stream yard. But guys, seriously, like some of the shit he be saying, I'm like, bro, like, aren't you embarrassed to be a United fan? If Flawless, Saeed, and everybody else and Rand said he has to go, bro. Why are you backing this, bro? Like, why? You are you're in the big one of the biggest. You're in a big. You're considered a big content creator space. Why are you pushing out crap? Or are you just pushing it, brother? You guys, you don't even know how mad this shit made me.
Yes. I don't exactly. That's why he does it, because it gets you mad. That's exactly why he does it. And you're
Bro,
here
it's
talking
crazy,
about
man.
That's why he does it.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. Like, man was having
saying, why the establishment sell fast food? Because people like fast food. It's easy to make. Like, he knows what he's doing,
bro. Flawless. The day when you and everybody else, I forgot it was on Saeed's channel. You was there, Rance was there, everybody was talking, and he was talking. I'm like, yo, Faz. Before you saw, I said, Faz, if you say some dumb shit right now, bro, I'm gonna throw my phone. And this motherfucker gonna say, no, we gotta back the manager, bro. One of my coworkers asking, bro, why are you so mad? The shit he said, I'm like, brother, I'm an international fan. You literally live in Manchester, bro. UK. You have opportunities to go to the matches whenever you want. Do you know how expensive for me to travel to Old Trafford, and you're talking shit like, brother, guys, like I said, I'm not wishing bad on Faz. I don't necessarily hate the guy, but some of the shit he talks, bro, I swear to God, bro, I swear down. Bro, shut up, bro. Just shut up. Shut up, please. Because you're a part of the problem too, enabling this re of a manager to still be here. Oh, we gotta back the manager. We gotta do this. Oh, talking about I told man. What the fuck you told us, bro?
Bro, it's crazy, man. Bro, I remember man was having a go at Flawless at the start of the season. Man was, bro, the amount of people that were having a go on Flawless on the Unfiltered podcast. Oh, look, we played well against Arsenal. We played well against Arsenal. We played well against Arsenal. What is Flawless talking about? He's a Manchester United.
The fact that we lost to a 10-man Everton, you know. Yo, listen, I was home with my gal. Watching the game, bro, and the way I was mad, bro, it's like she didn't talk to me for the rest of the night, bro, because I flipped out. I was home with my gal watching the game, bro, and she just like, bro, yo, she told me. Then she said, "Oh, she gonna go, bro," because she never seen me this mad, bro, over a game. So, brother, when we lost to a 10-man Everton, you know, and this BS that this manager was coming out saying in a press conference, I'm like, brother, what is he talking about? I'm like, yo, why are we not playing Kobe Mainoo, bro? Like, what? I want to know what Kobe Mainoo done, not get minutes, because I'm saying, garbage in the midfield. Oh my God, garbage, bro.
He's an easy
garbage.
Kobe's an easy scapegoat, bro.
Bro, because he don't run. That's what he will say, because he don't run. That's what Amorim will say. Oh, because you don't run.
Listen, guys. If I was there on the negotiations for PSG, Man United for Ugarte, I'll tell them no. Go f yourself. No, seriously, bro. Tell me one thing Ugarte done since he done. Don't tell me he scored the equalizer for Everton, because I don't celebrate equalizers.
We know what Ugarte is. Ugarte has done hardly anything at this club. Like, we spent 50 mil on the guy, bro.
You know why they cut him slack? It's because he played for Amorim Sporting. That's why they cut him slack. But otherwise,
it's crazy. Like, this manager was also talking about, he said something about, the players have to, before I adapt, this is when we played the system for like 8 or 9 months, by the way. This was like a couple months ago. The manager said, the players have to adapt to my system before I adapt. Excuse me? Excuse me, you're saying the players have to adapt to your system before you adapt. How about you change it? How about you change this? How about you change it? If something's not working for 8 and 9 months, why don't you change it?
Facts.
Like,
Right.
what is it? What that's like, bro. That's like saying that's like you being with your like I don't know. That's like you being with your gal or something, yeah. And you say to and you say to your gal, oh, and you say to your gal, you have to get, you know what I mean? You have to get used to this before I trust. You have to get used to this, loads of different things. You get, you get me?
Right.
The only person could tell me to do something, bro, as a woman is my mom, bro. My mom don't even do that, bro. You feel me? My mom is
Yeah.
about to be 64 this year, and I'm about to be 33 years old, bro. And I just say the waffle this manager used to shout in the press conference. Like
Nah,
I could been to tell you,
this
like,
comment, and to this comment right here about, yes, the board is terrible. Do not get this misunderstood. Any of us are shocking. But you know what the manager needs to do? Control the controllables. Same way, even when we've had bad managers, so whether it's Amorim, whether it's Ten Hag, whether it's Oli, guess what? We still criticize the players, right? And the players go out on the pitch, we still expect, even though they've been like the board, like the manager's been given a terrible platform, so's the players, we still expect certain things. Like Rastatox's here was criticized Sesko, for example, and there's certain times where it's Cunha and Bremo, whoever, we should do certain things. Control, word to my guy Eddie, control the controllables. Whoever the next manager is, get the most out of the squad. I ain't saying go win the Premier League and Champions League. I don't think the squad's capable. But you know what I think the squad's capable of? Getting more than 2 clean sheets in a season. I reckon this team's capable of doing that. So
flawless. You hit the hammer on the nail right there.
Yeah, I think the team's capable of beating Grimsby away from home. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? I think this team's capable of beating 10-man Everton and beating West Ham.
Against West Ham, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, I think this team's capable of beating Wolves at home. Do those things. Do the basics.
Listen, like teams teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, City. Yes, we're not up there yet, but brother, we gotta go out there. We gotta try. We gotta do something, bro. Like, even when we beat Liverpool at Anfield, I celebrated that because those filthy Scousers cost me 10 years of pain. I celebrated that. But I said, you know what? Let's not get too gassed, because it's like, I know this manager and I know these players. They're going to turn up when they want to. And what happened? Bro, you know how long it took us to win 3 games back to back? Do you know how long it took us to do that?
His entire range.
Yeah, 35 games or something, and now we're on that. We haven't got back-to-back games for like 11 games or something. Is 11, and we got 3, and it took us like 35, and we already on like 11 games, but we haven't won the back-to-back games for like 11 games, bro. And it took us 35.
I thought for sure we'd have beaten Wolves, man. But then guess what? Yeah, we don't turn up. We don't turn up, and then
don't turn up, man.
Shit tactics.
But yeah, even though we know the manager's woeful and he's the worst we've ever had in our history, we look at the team and go, you lot should beat Wolves. So that's how I look at the manager with the board.
Exactly.
Which is the board of idiots, and they're terrible.
You said it correctly. You said it for teams that we're supposed to be beaten. We need to beat them.
Yes.
And basically actually making excuses for the fact that we're missing first team players. It's Wolves. 2 points all season, Wolves, and you're telling me they're missing players, bro.
You know what's he's crazy. You know what's crazy? So half of Sunderland's teams over there in AFCON, and they still manage to match.
I said this reference.
7 players they're missing.
Yeah, I said this reference. I said this reference on one of the shows I was on, Mandem United, on Florida's channel. One of the reference that I said, because people were saying, when I was getting onto Amorim and criticizing Amorim, people were saying, Amorim needs all of his players. Amorim needs all of his players. And I brought the Unai Emery example up. Unai Emery at Aston Villa came in mid-season. They were 17th, bro, in mid-season. He came in and got Aston Villa from 17th to 7th, bro, and he only signed, I think, Lucas Digne in January. Signed Lucas Digne in January, and by the way, Steven Gerrard, and before. And you know who the manager was before Unai Emery? You know who the manager was before Unai Emery? Steven Gerrard. And people were saying, the Aston Villa squad is a relegation squad. That's what people were saying. People were hyping up this Aston Villa squad when Gerrard got sacked. People were saying it's a relegation squad.
I remember people saying it's championship standard. Yep.
Yeah, championship standard. Unai Emery comes in at the same time that Ruben Amorim comes in, and he's got them from 17th to 7th, bro. With an injury prone Coutinho. Remember Coutinho, he was injury prone at these times. Coutinho was one of their best players, and he kept on getting injured. Man was working with Tyrone Mings and Callum Chambers. Come on, bro. Tyrone Mings and Callum Chambers. Like man was working with man like that, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, what we doing? Like, they only had Watkins in front. That was it. That was it.
And Watkins weren't even Watkins at that time either. It's not even how we look at Watkins now.
See what I mean?
Watkins like how we look at Watkins like now and his level and shit. Go on.
So it's safe to say we could all agree and never get a manager from Portugal ever again.
No, not necessarily. I think you just have to pick. I don't look at that. Yeah, I don't look at it like it's a Portuguese problem. I think the way we pick. Because people always go,
Amorim traumatized me. Flawless. He traumatized me, bro.
You don't trust me? I get it. You're not wrong. He traumatized us all. Mourinho did but it's like when people say, "Oh, Portuguese tax or Bundesliga tax." Like certain teams pick players from the Bundesliga and have no issue. So it's you. If you go there and get Havertz and Werner, guess what? You the idiot. Exactly. That's on you. Yeah. Because if you go there and get a Haaland and get a Mamouche and a De Bruyne, guess what? No one don't say Bundesliga tax with them, man.
No, they won't say that. No.
Yeah, they ain't gonna say that. Like, what we talking about? If Elise comes back, no one ain't talking Bundesliga tax.
No.
That's true, man. But for me, as far as player and manager, but for me, if managers, bro, I don't know who we're gonna get next, but I rather it be if we could get Iriola in the summer. You feel me? If we could get Iriola, and then whoever the club is going to have us steer for the rest of the season, I pray we do good. I pray we do good because let's be honest, right? Fletcher, him as a player, okay. Him as a manager, we don't necessarily know. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
and I don't want this board to make no mistake because I don't trust Glenios. I don't trust them. This man should have been sacked from the Spurs final, and that was it.
This is why I say if you sack Dan Ashworth when Ten Hag got sacked, you have to sack Jason Wilcox as well. Because
of course,
because you have to whoever worked with Amorim during this failure period, you have to sack them all too. We can't. Just
including Omar Barada. He has to go.
You have to be a domino thing. Sack them all.
All of them have to go. They all have to go all at once, and then that's why you don't. And that's why you don't let them get away with this.
Yeah, and but again, like I said to you again, Kevin. Like I said to you again, Ratcliffe sacked Dan Ashworth, and allowed Omar Barada to pick the next manager, which is Ruben Amorim. And by the way, Omar Barada is not a footballing guy. He's a financial guy. He does all the finances. Yeah. So he's never appointed a manager in his life. You sack Dan Ashworth, but then you give the job to Omar Barada to appoint the next manager when he's never appointed a manager in his life. What do you expect? What do you expect?
CEO, and not a COO. Sorry, he was a COO at Man City, became a CEO at Man United. Jason Wilcox was doing well, the academy director. What did he go and do? What did they go and do? They promote him to sporting director, and it all goes to shit. This is what happens. This is what happens when you have incompetence and people who don't.
Yeah, because I spoke to AK. Shout out AK. He's a Man City fan. I spoke to AK, and I asked him what was Omar Barada's role at Man City, and he said it was financial. It was finances. That's what he said. So I say it again, yeah. You sack Dan Ashworth because you and Dan Ashworth are not on the same page. Yeah. You bring in a manager that is not on the same page as Wilcox. So you bring in all of these men that are not on the same page, but you expect it to work. What is this? Like, what is this? Oh, Amorim wanted Ollie Watkins. Amorim wanted Martinez ahead of Lemons. Oh, freaking Amorim wanted Semenyo in front of Imbumo. Oh, Amorim wanted to sell Xerxes and Mainu, but the club wanted to keep Xerxes and Mainu. The club wanted to get Lemons. The club wanted to get Semenyo over Imbumo. This and that. How are you going to bring in? How are Ineos going to bring in people and they don't align? And they don't align. Like,
That's
it doesn't make any sense.
That's it, man.
That's it. It don't make any sense. Like,
That blue shocking manager.
Hey, Mark, shut up, bro. Yeah, shut up, bro. Talking about I want Luke Shaw to be manager. He a next problem too, bro. Like, why is he still here? You feel me? But yo, guys, on that bombshell, I gotta get back to work. But big up to everyone. Big up to the man, Dev.
Subscribe to Rasta Stocks. He didn't go
big up
anywhere.
Rasta.
You see, he's still here. You see, he's still here. He's still on the channel. He's not gone anywhere. People, don't worry about it. But bless up, Rasta. I will see you for the Burnley preview. Yes, on at Tuesday 1 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. But yo, guys, bless up to everyone, and I'm going back in the comments because I got to finish these people's work later.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Love, man.
Love, yeah.
Subscribe to Rasta, people. Links in the description. But King, so continue, bro.
Yeah. Because when you were saying about when you were saying about Omar Barada, I was just saying, what do you expect from a guy when he's never appointed a manager in his life? What do you expect? What do you expect when you put him in a certain role that he's never done? Like, what do you expect? It's like, bro, if Jason Wilcox was this footballing guy that people say, because he was there, by the way, when we sacked Ten Hag and Dan Ashworth, he was there, by the way. So if he's this footballing guy that we are all believed, why didn't you, Ratcliffe, when you sacked Dan Ashworth and when you sacked Ten Hag, why didn't you give the role to Jason Wilcox as a sporting director? Why didn't you let Jason Wilcox appoint the next manager instead of Omar Barada appointing the next manager? Because you say Jason Wilcox is a footballing guy, but yet you let Omar Barada, our CEO, he's not a footballing guy, but you let him pick Ruben Amorim.
Right.
You let him pick a manager when he's never picked one in his life. It does not make any sense. It just doesn't. Like, everything that Ineos say and they do, just doesn't make sense, bro. And this is the thing. Like, until they fix up their decisions, then we're not going to go anywhere. Like, they have to get this next appointment right, bro. Because I said it on Northside Channel. If they don't get this next appointment right, and Vicarin said it in the show, if they don't get this next appointment right, if it's worse than Ruben Amorim, Man United could be actually relegated. Exactly. If this is worse than Ruben Amorim, we could get relegated. So
that's true, man. That's true. But King Khan, obviously, I haven't heard from you in a long time. I apologize for all that, bro. But I want to know your thoughts on everything else as well, aside from obviously what we said. But what else do you have to add to all this?
No, I just came back. I had it muted for a bit. What was the exact question again?
No, I was just asking. I don't know if you heard all the conversation, but I haven't really heard from you in a while. But everything's okay. Just wanted to know. I want to know your thoughts on everything else that we said, and I want to know your opinions as well, aside from ours.
Well, I said before, I've got no faith they'll get the correct person. So I think, the correct person for me is someone who either wins the Premier League or the Champions League. I don't care about Europa League. Nowadays they act like top four where UCL qualifications is a trophy. It's not for a club like this. Would Real Madrid be even? They'll never be happy being in Europa League. I bet if they were in Europa League and they won it, they wouldn't even be celebrating that. So yeah, I've got no faith in they're going to get the correct person. Even if they do, they're not going to back him. they're not going to back them, because why do they get a manager who plays a complete different way? And they didn't really, I mean, they didn't give him the win backs, didn't give him the midfielders. Even Sesko is very raw. Even people like Dorgu and Lamens, and I don't mind them, but they're also just like young players, right? They only gave him 2 prime age players, in Mbumo and Cunha. I would say Mbumo has been good. Cunha has been a bit hit and miss, but again, we're not giving him ball to feet. We're not giving him with back to goal. So, and also playing him a striker as well, because half the time Sesko just isn't good enough. So that's a situation you got, and I kind of don't blame Sesko in one way, because who's he got to learn from? There's no single primate striker
experience
there.
there.
Yeah,
I
no,
agree.
I'm not even saying experience, but just like a primate striker that has, like an Ollie Watkins, even an Osman, someone like that he would learn from. But instead, they spent all this money on a guy that's clearly not developed.
100%.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not getting. It just seems it's not even money saving. In that case, it's just stupidity, because the guy wasn't cheap, was he? So he
Yeah,
wasn't
it was
cheap. So why
yeah, it
did they
was
sign him?
yeah, it was 65 million plus add-ons. So if you add all the add-ons together, it's 74 mil. So it was 65 mil plus add-ons. That's what Sesko was.
Yeah, and he should be like Mbumo, because Mbumo is probably cheaper than that. And
Yeah.
look at how he's performing.
Yeah,
They should give him
Mbumo
that
was
level of output.
altogether. Mbumo was 71 altogether. Mbumo I think was 65 plus add-ons, so that was 71. So yeah, Sesko's more than Mbumo. Basically.
Yeah, and now I was talking about another thing. I think we could have an Ollie 2.0, because this Darren Fletcher guy, if he does well, they're just
Yeah,
they're
that's
no,
the
they're
Ollie
just gonna say
2.0.
they're just gonna say give him more time. We're gonna build with him. And by the way, I wouldn't be surprised if the guy gets, I don't know, second, third, fourth, something like that. But they're never gonna give them enough to win.
These men
They're
are gonna
never
jump
gonna
for
give
joy.
them enough to
Bro. That's what
win.
they're gonna do. They're gonna jump for joy, bro. They're not gonna care about Champions League qualifications. They're gonna jump for joy for a little amount of progress. If you'd have gone 15th to 14th, they'd have called that progress. That's how the fan base are like, bro. That's what.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it
I
is.
remember.
Oh, and this fan base will say, "Oh, but when we get Champions League football, oh, we made it to the group stage, or we made it to the semi-final." I don't care about semi-final, final, quarter-final. If you're in the Champions League, if you're in the Europa League or in the Champions League, whatever competition you're in, I don't care about finals as a semi-final. I want you to win it, bro. I don't care, because what's the main point of getting Champions League football, yeah, and then we get knocked out the group stage next season, or we get knocked out of the round of 16 or quarter-final? What's the main point of that? Like, bro, I seen Chelsea win the Champions League with Mason Mount, Timo Werner, and Kai Havertz up top, and they wasn't the favourites. Like, in the Champions League, you don't have to. It's not always. A lot of the time, it's the underdogs what win the Champions League. A lot of the time, it's not even the favourites what win it. A lot of the time, even PSG, when they won the Champions League, when they was about to go out of the Champions League, and then they beat Man City in the last game to make sure that they qualified. Bro. They wasn't at that time. They wasn't the favourites at that time. At that time, they was not the favourites to win the Champions League.
Yeah, bro, but I would much rather win the Europa League to get to Champions League than get top 4. That's what I would do. You cool if you get both and get both, but I'm taking Europa League. I'm taking the Europa League. The silverware is more important, bro. Last season, bro, even if we finished 15th, bro, that Europa League would have been insane. I would have felt insanely good after.
Yeah.
League, man, trust me, it would have felt really good winning that Europa League. But obviously, we didn't win that, and then that's why Amorim should have been. But sorry, King Khan, what were you saying earlier, bro? Didn't mean to cut you off. Didn't mean to cut you off there, bro.
No, I just had another idea just now, but people keep saying that they've been spending a lot and they've been good with recruitment. They've only got 2 prime age players, though, Cunha and Mbumo. They spent what, 200 million in the last year? Since like all of last year, they spent about 200 million. But City and Liverpool have spent like 450 million pound each, and they were in a way better position than us. In other words, Liverpool won the Premier League. City had a bad year and they still finished, what was it, third?
Third, yeah.
So City spent 450 million and they finished third, and we're spending half of that when we're coming from 14th or 15th position. That's how much we spent last year. We didn't actually spend as much money as people are thinking. I genuinely say we only did 2 proper signings, because Lomans has been decent, but that was also at risk as well. They didn't go for they didn't try and go for Donnarumma. They didn't try and go for Emi Martinez.
Exactly.
So yeah, I actually say the recruitment. I'm not impressed by it at all, because if you're 15th and a club like this, they should be spending $500 million, and they can spend
Facts.
that.
To
They
rebuild
can
it.
spend that. Yeah, they
Mm.
can spend that, because Liverpool spent that much, so did City, and they were in much better positions than we've been in the last year. But somehow people are saying, well, we've been back, but I mean, no, they've not been investing properly. All they're here for is to keep saying, they're going to keep saying, wait another 3 years, wait 5 years, wait this,
Yeah.
wait that, because they want to profit from that new stadium. That's it.
Yes. It's a
I've even
business.
heard
It's a
that,
business
yeah,
aspect.
and they
It's a
want to make
business
some flats
aspect.
as well. They want to
Yeah.
make some flats. There's some land they own, and they want to make some high-rise flats and make money off that too. I don't know why people want a new stadium. I don't want it. They've destroyed Old Trafford. I don't want
Yeah.
to, like, Old
Same.
Trafford is a huge. It's basically the soul of the club. It's a historical
It's
land piece,
being
and they're going
taken
to
away from
destroy
us,
that.
bro. Being taken away from us by the day, and these guys let these guys let the stadium to rot, and
It's
that's
mad.
that's the thing, that if you let the stadium to rot after a historic stadium of 100 years, you could have modernized and rebuilt that, bro.
Yeah.
But you know what they went and did instead? They went and fixed the tunnel where the players walk out. I don't give a shit about the tunnel. These players don't deserve a good tunnel after finishing 15th. Who the fuck cares about tunnels? You know what I mean, bro? I want us to go fix that roof, yeah, fix the pipes, yeah, and get that Wi-Fi and that screen at Old Trafford, and we're fine. I don't care about a shiny new stadium.
But
That's
it's
not
gonna
my
cost more money. But it's gonna cost more money. We
Yeah,
can't
but
do
look,
that.
look at freaking Tottenham. Tottenham got a new stadium, but have Tottenham won any trophies? No. Like, so who cares, bro? Who cares?
One trophy, to be fair with you.
Tottenham have won one trophy, but how long have they had that stadium? They've won one trophy in what?
It took Arsenal 9 years to win a trophy in the Emirates.
Come on, bro.
Imagine they done it to Anfield. Imagine they done this to Anfield. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, that'd be the worst
Like
riots
I said,
ever.
like I said, it's all good at having these plans, having good recruitment, having this stadium. That's it. It's all good at having that. But if you have a manager that doesn't know what the fuck he is doing on the touchline, then it's pointless. It's
Facts.
pointless. If you got, it's pointless, bro. I've seen Sir Alex Ferguson, work with the worst owners in the Glazers and still won Premier League titles. Why did Fergie win Premier League title even though the Glazers were still there? Because Fergie's an elite coach. That's why people. That's why people, bro. Liverpool wanted Liverpool fans before this summer that they had of spending 450 mil. Before Slot came in, these men wanted FSG out. These men wanted FSG out. Yeah, because they wasn't wasn't spending. Slot came in. Slot had Chiesa. Slot only had the signing of Chiesa and Mamadash freaking Villa, bro, and he managed to win the league in his first season. So, like, yeah, so you get it. I've seen as Alex Ferguson win Premier League titles with having the Glazers still there. So it doesn't matter about how bad your ownership is or whatever. If you have a very good to an elite coach, you can win Premier Leagues. You can win Champions Leagues because when you got a manager that can actually do those things and actually pick the right profile of players and get results on the board, then happy days. Like I said, Tottenham have a new stadium and Tottenham have only won one trophy, bro. And look at the mess that Tottenham are in now. So, like, how about you focus on 2025? We can talk about 2020. Anyone can talk about 2028 and 2030. We can talk about we might pull a new gal in 2030 or 2028 or you know what I mean. We might pull someone at a nightclub or something, bro. In 2028, bro. Like, you get me, but I don't care about 2028, bro. Talk about right now. What are you doing right now, bro? Ineos. I don't care about 2028, bro, or 2030. How about you sort this out now?
Yeah, you preaching, yo. How about you deal with now, man? Fix me now. You know what I'm saying? You telling me in the future.
Bro, come on, man.
Yo, 2028. Yo, what are we doing in 2026? You know what I'm saying? I need help now. Hey, we gonna fix up your house in 2028. I have no doors or windows.
Bro, they're so worried about 5-6 years down the line. They don't care about what's happening now and next season and today. They're worried about. They're stuck in the past, worried about the future, but not worried about the present. Don't care about the present. That's what it is. They're stuck in the past, worried about the future, but don't care about the present. So how are they supposed to fix the future then? How are they supposed to, improve it?
Now?
Yeah.
Like now doesn't matter in what goes on in 2028.
Short-term gain over long-term pain. So how I look at it. Short-term pain over long-term gain, bro. I would much rather have hired a manager that wins me a Premier League now, and the next season he leaves. I don't care. I'll do that. I'll take that. At least we win one title, and then he goes. Like a Conte, for example, he goes. That's just an example.
Yeah. In 2020. In 2028, I'm going to get the new Xbox or the new PlayStation, or going to get a new TV. How about you? How about you sort out the carpet? How about you sort out the electric, the water, and all of these stuff? Sort out the rent, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Right now, bro. You understand? Like that's what these men are on, bro. That's what these men are on.
Yo, so I ain't got running water, yo, and you telling me about TV, what the fuck?
Oh, man.
Yeah, but true. But the thing is, Fergie brought the Glazers here, and this is no hate to Sir Alex Ferguson at all, because he's the GOAT, right? But what he did with the Glazers is why they backed him. But then
even on top of that, we didn't like the ownership before the Glazers. Don't get that misunderstood. They weren't liked. JP and McManus and Martin Edwards and all that. We've not liked our owners ever. We just had two GOATs in David Gill and Sir Alex Ferguson and what they did. As long as I've been watching United, we've never liked our ownership ever.
Yeah, same. And it's like for example, Arsenal have shit owners, but Andrea Birch is doing the good business for them right now. You know what I mean?
Forget about with our board. Like we are not going to dominate. So forget winning anything back to back or 3 and 4 years. But you can go pick up a champs. You can go pick up a Prem 100% if you invest right and have the right manager. Of course you can.
We
and that's just where we're at.
Resources in the world to get back to the top within a year. We literally have all the money there to get back to where we need to be. The money is there. The football club's making so much money. We generate $1 billion. Like, bro, we could generate $1 billion within like 5 or 6 months. These guys could make their money back within time, like within a short period of time. So all the thing is, what we could do is, if we get that money back, bro, we could spend on the football club, get back to the top within a couple of years. We don't need
but that money thing's nonsense anyway, bro. That money thing, they don't have any money. They don't have any money, bro.
To stop criticizing them. You know?
Bro.
We know the line. Typical.
But that's what it is, Kevin. You know why it's nonsense? Because these man, bro, they were telling that, we don't have any money in this. After Mbeumo, we won't have any money to spend. To go and speak to Sesko and spend 65 million on Sesko. Yeah, and then these men say that they don't have any money after Sesko, and then they go and talk to freaking Belaber's camp. If you don't have any money, why are you talking to Belaber's camp then, bro? If you don't have no money, bro, come on, man.
King, did we not sell someone after signing Mbeumo? I think we sold somebody after signing Mbeumo.
Really?
They were. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Because we bought Senna Lamens after Mbeumo.
And in regards to a manager that comes in and sorts the mess out, just a competent manager. All we're asking is a manager to come. I'm speaking for me.
I know.
Go on, Kevin.
Xavi would be good.
All I'm asking for a manager to come in and do the basics.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too hard to ask. I've said this. I don't think it's too tough. It's too tough to get this team performing to an average level. The basics.
But these guys. They want a yes man.
That's where I'm at. So whether it's Xavi, any of the managers mentioned, I think do that. So whether that's Xavi, whether that's Glasner, whether that's Iraola, whether that's who else has been mentioned?
Maresca.
Yeah, whoever of those, I don't think there's a standout candidate. Like that's what. But I think if you get Rudolph or Van Nistelrooy as interim till the end of the season, I think they do that in regards to the best. Like the Manchester United fans love to overstate where we're at. Is it bad? Yes, but it's not. Yeah, it's not that bad. But yeah.
No, for Michael, I'm talking about like competent owners. If they come in and then they invest in the football club, bro, we get back to the top straight away.
Yeah, but bro, like to pick the players in the right positions, pick the players in the right position, pick the players in the right positions in whatever system you're playing. Have in mind what system you're playing, and pick the right profiles for the system that you already have. Pick the right players in the profile that suit the system, bro. You get it, bro? And implement tactics what will suit the players, bro. If something's not working, then change it. The reason why Ten Hag got sacked is because he thought after the first season, when we were still a counter-attacking team, he thought that he could play freaking 3-1-6, but he thought he could do that, and he carried on playing the 3-1-6 after the second season. He kept on playing it after the second season when it wasn't working. He kept on playing it, bro, and he got sacked. And it's the same thing with Amorim. He keeps on playing the same formation. He keeps on playing he keeps on playing the same way, not even just the same formation, the same way, and expected any different. Like, bro, we've seen like Flawless just mentioned Glasner just there. We've seen managers work with a back five. We've seen Xavi Alonso manage to work with a back five. Xavi Alonso, Gasperini at Atalanta. He plays a similar formation to Amorim. They won a Europa League Atalanta. If people remember, and Atalanta played good football. Xavi Alonso, Glasner, all these men have played the same system.
We don't have the squad depth for one game a week. I disagree with that. We play one game a week.
We won't play one game a week, exactly. One game a week.
We have one game a week.
Midweek Premier League game.
It depends, Michael. I don't know what you are talking about here. Squad depth for what? Unless you're going to challenge for Premier League and Champions League titles. Unless you're like going to compete and win them.
To be fair,
squad depth is way overstated.
To be fair, I do agree we do need backups, but squad depth is
squad depth, but who don't? All right, so where did Villa finish last season?
Sixth, I think. Sixth.
Where did Newcastle finish last season?
Fifth, I think. Yeah,
Newcastle won the Carabao Cup as well, right?
Yeah, won the Carabao Cup.
And none of them have great squad depth.
No,
this is overstated to be like Villa or Newcastle. And again, that's not the bar. I'm just saying in regards to where we're at. I don't know what you know what, Michael? I don't know what you talk. I'm lost. You've lost.
It's only relevant if you have European football, but we only have one game a week plus midweek games.
Yeah, we got one. We play one game a week. I don't know why squad depth's a thing.
Well, come on, man. That even Mateus did it. Came out like I said. Mateus
last season when he came in January, didn't back him and give him players help. All right. Well, he should have left then if that's the case. If it was that detrimental to his job and he couldn't perform with the players that he had, he should have left.
How many times have I said this reference? I've said the reference, God knows how many times, when people say, oh, but Omar Barada told Amorim it's now or never, this and that. Amorim still had a decision to make. He could have said yes or no. He didn't have a gun to his head like freaking ghosted to Tariq and Power Fam. You know what I'm saying? Man did not have a man acting like Omar Barada put a gun to Amorim's head and said that you have to come now. No, bro. He had a decision to make. Amorim chose to come to Manchester United. He chose to come to Manchester United. He knew the players that he was working with.
Talking about he went back in January.
I think the owners actually forced him to join United. Because remember last season they were saying that either you join United now or you don't come at all.
So you know what you do, Kevin? If it's that detrimental to and you can't do your job, you say no.
Yeah,
you say no.
You say no. I'm not hearing that. You say no. You know what I'm saying? Same way if a girl you like goes to you, hits you up in your DMs and goes, "Oh, can we go out on such and such a date?" But you're already busy on that date, and she says to you, "All right, well, either we go on this date or you never go out. Are you gonna go?" Or you're gonna say, "Hey, you know what? Calm." Exactly. People act like he can't say no. Man can say no. But hearing that, and we only having this conversation because it went badly. Because if it would have went well, we wouldn't be hearing about him being forced to join. We wouldn't be hearing about the window and all this type of stuff. If it's that detrimental, leave. If they said to you, "Hey, we're bringing you in," they could have said, "Hey, we're bringing you in 11 players in January." And if they don't bring you in 11 players, guess what you do to Maresca? I'm out. This is not what I signed up for. But people will make excuses for this guy. Bear in mind, I don't like Ineos. I was Ineos out before I'm Ineos in, but nah.
Yeah, same. I've been Ineos out for a long time. I don't think they're good enough as well. I think that these guys are penny pinching like I don't like the penny pinching stuff. How are you supposed to win a Premier League title with a cost cap of 200k and the average age of players under 25? You're not supposed to win. Okay, unless you're like PSG with a good coach like Luis Enrique. All right, fair enough. I get that. But you need to have a core there. You need to have a certain wage cap there. You actually, like PSG actually have squad depth, right? We don't even have that good of players to compete in just in general. Like we have good players. Not all of them are good. We have certain players that have not been good enough for a long time, and why we have to get rid of them. We have to get rid and start. Big up to you, Ray. Hope you're well, my guy. Hope you're blessed. Ineos rather sack than keep. Yeah, exactly. Ineos would rather sack than keep the money in January. That's what they would rather do. You know what I mean? They'll talk about spending money and all that stuff. But
who comes in now with this board makes a difference and can work. Any of the managers we've been linked to. Actually, scratch that. An interim right now because that's what I want. I think an interim does a good job from now to the end of the season. And I think so when I say any of the managers we've been linked with, Maresca, Xavi, Iriolo, Glasgow. Am I missing one? Those four will go with yes. Any of those make a difference. Yes. If you think this squad, Michael, can only win one game a week, I think you're mistaken. 1 game a month, sorry. If you think this team can't do better than 15th, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. If you think this team can only win back-to-back games once in a whole year, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. You think it can only win 13 games in 12 months? I disagree on all parts with that. I don't think it's the best. You can get better. I think you can get better. So any of the managers named.
But this is why I say you have to get rid of Jason Wilcox as well. Once you get rid of Amorim, you have to get rid of all.
Oh yeah, they also go. I can't stand any of them.
You got rid of Dan Ashworth when Ten Hag got sacked, so you have to get rid of the current mess you have.
And then you put Omar Barada in charge of picking the next manager when he's never appointed a manager in his life. You chose to give.
Yes, he was on the show this morning. Big up to Ray. Yeah, we actually just earlier this morning about Jason Wilcox and Omar Barada. Facts, bro. Facts. Even though they don't get back properly, and I disagree with they don't get back properly. I disagree with that the whole they don't get. And no manager gets everything they want. But you asked my question, and now you've asked me another question. So yes, as stands, let me make this crystal clear. As stands, without being backed, I think a manager does better with this squad because Amorim's been awful, and we're still 6. 100%.
We're still 6 right now, and he's been the worst manager in the history of the football club.
Yes,
in regards to win rates and stats and everything like that. So if you get someone who's just bug standard average, yes, we could be 4th. Now, granted, that can change. But I actually think they've done well with the recruitment. The problem is the managerial side of things. And teams around us can get better. Right. That's another thing. But yes, without being back properly, yes, quote unquote. But I don't know what more to tell you, yes.
I would rather sack the managers until it works. That's what I would rather do, Ray. That's what I would rather do.
But the worst thing about it, Kevin, if Arsenal, if Arsenal somehow win this league, if Arsenal win the league, you will have all these United fans coming out and saying, "Oh, look how long it took Arteta. It took Arteta 7 seasons. Oh, look how long it took Arteta. We have to give 7 seasons. We have to give since Arsenal gave Arteta 7 seasons to win a Premier League. We have to give Ruben Amorim 7 seasons. We have to give the next manager 7 seasons." That's what these men are going to say if Arsenal win this league. This fan base is going to be saying, whoever we appoint next, if Arsenal win this league, they're going to say, "Oh, we have to give this manager 7 seasons. We have to give this manager 6 seasons because look at Arteta."
If it fails, you go. Simple
as. These men will do it.
In regards to it, doing the amount of money you will keep wasting, it is what it is. And back to the other thing as well, how many players did Ruben want? How many did we get? I don't know. He never said.
Yeah.
Ruben never said. He never said publicly what he wanted. And again, back to my original point with that. If the board promised you something, and this is my point to this, if the board promised you something and you choose to stay, you are complicit. You are part of the crime. That's like me, King, and A Kevin are out right now, and me and King say to A Kevin, "Hey, we going on a drive-by, we doing this, that, and the third." A Kevin goes, "I don't want to roll, but I'm getting in the car anyway," and we go do the madness and get caught. And The police, you can't say to the police, I didn't want to be there. No, you are part of the crime. And that's what it is with Amorim. Leave. If it's that bad, you can resign at any given moment. Simple as that. Is our board good? No. But is the manager good? Also, no. And in regards to keep sacking managers, is what we've done in the history of the club. People need to go back and do their history. We've had 3. Let me clarify this in Manchester United's entire history from the beginning of time of Manchester United. So the very, very beginning, from when we was founded all the way up until 2026, we've had 3 successful managers. We've had 3 managers who have won league titles and 2 have won European Cup / Champions League. So yes, sacking manager is the way of the club. Yes.
Yeah, and how many boards? And how many boards have been
successful? Back in the 1900s, you're saying like 1908, them times. But that's the overall point that I'm making. Like, yes, you keep sacking managers until you find the right one. People keep saying, "Oh, they don't have no money to sack manager." It's not a waste of money getting rid of him, no. Because if the next guy's right, it's the right appointment. If we would have had that attitude with Sir Alex Ferguson, we never would have had those years. We would have kept Ron Atkinson. Ron Atkinson would have still been in charge during those years, and we wouldn't have had that success.
Yeah, Ron Atkinson at least won us like an FA Cup or something like that as well. And I think Dave Sexton also won us some trophies as well.
Yeah, like you have to keep going.
And how many boards
have a clear defined vision? Okay, and here the thing is, and again to this, my point is, if these things are true, the board did not. You're an idiot for taking the job. I'm hiring a Kevin to be a chef at my restaurant, and I don't tell him what type of food we need to cook. I don't tell him when we're open. There's no clear plan, and he takes the job. He's the idiot. You know what I'm saying? And when people complaining the food's bad and we don't know what we're getting, everything stems back to that. People can blame the board as much as they want.
The right ingredients.
Right ingredients. He knew this. If he sat down and took the job with no clear defined vision or set expectations. You're an idiot. You're a fool. All right, so I don't have to do anything. Nah. That's what he said. He said, "Hey, Ruben, we want you to take the job, and if you finish 15th, that's okay."
Yeah, when
they gave him, and to not be giving the manager time is vision. They gave him time. You know what I'm saying?
They gave him a year.
They gave him time.
They gave him a year, like 2 months.
They gave him time, and there's vision under Arteta. What's Arteta won? He spent over $1 billion in 7 years. What's he won? What major honors has he won? Don't worry.
See, Flawless. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Flawless?
What have they won? I can do this all day. You know what I'm saying? Man are using Arteta. Why has he won? Yeah, 1910 was the first one. I can't remember the guy's name because I had to go back and do the research.
And they're gonna carry on you, and it's gonna be even it's gonna be even worse, bro. When he wins, it's gonna be even worse when he wins the league.
Yeah, and even on top of that, with the Dalot, Shaw, and you know what the manager can do that can come. Even if you can't sell him, you don't have to play them. Managers who join the club, if Kevin took over Manchester United right now and he doesn't have the qualification, I know for a fact he's not playing Luke Shaw. I know factual. If him and King take over, they're the 2 managers. They're the duo. Kevin and King. I know if but say the board say to you two, all right, we can't sell them. I know you're not playing them.
Facts,
I'm the manager. You don't get in my squad. You're in the bomb squad.
Let's not forget this guy frozen out Garnacho and brought him back into the squad a few games after. Like, come on, let's not forget this. People say Garnacho are bad. So why do you keep playing Garnacho then? You froze him out and brought him back into the squad. So that's your decision. You don't have to play these guys. You don't have to play Dalot. You don't have to play Garnacho. You don't have to play Rasmus Højlund. Like, come on, bro. What is this? Like,
you don't have to play. That's it. You don't have to play. And in regards to it, Ruben did know what he was doing. He wanted the payout, and that's why he crashed out. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. But I don't want to hear no complaints about it. Like, I don't want to hear no complaint. What was that last comment? Put that last comment again, please, Kevin.
Oh, sorry about that.
No. The one about the money. There was one before. I don't know if you clicked on accident.
We broke.
Nah, even that. Nah, never mind. You must have clicked about it. And it's cool. No stress. Carry on.
Which kind of manager smiles after being sacked? Oh, jeez, I don't even know, bro.
I would love that. I would love to be at a high level job, be the worst ever, and get paid millions for it. I've been sacked for free countless times. I would love to get paid out. Oh, Flawless, you've been awful here. You are the worst we've ever seen. Here's 10 million. Thank you.
Yeah. Gone.
Here's 10 million. Thank you. He did an awful job.
Getting sacked.
Yes. And people And people, what manager? Yeah, you're saying about the board is bad, this and that, but it's like, what manager comes into the job, and what manager comes into the job and everything is perfect? Nothing is perfect when every manager comes in. There's always certain things, certain what's the word? Flaws. There's certain flaws of the football club. You get me, bro? Not everything's perfect when you walk straight back into it, bro. How many boards are perfect, bro? You understand?
It
Like,
is.
come on, man.
And in regards to this, to Ray, I don't pay it. You think I pay attention to Ineos? I don't pay it. I didn't like them from the jump. For those that may not know, because I'm new here, make sure you run up the like and the subscribe button. I was Ineos out before they got in. I don't pay attention to the board. Ratcliffe said he was going to give, when the interview, he was going to give Amorim 3 years.
The board will tell you that we're broke.
And he sacked him in 3 months.
That's what it'll
he
tell
said,
you, bro.
"Oh, we're going to give him, we're not going to do knee-jerk reactions. It's not like flicking off a light switch."
Some players actually got off the bench.
Nacho is definitely not good off the bench. He's definitely not. Ask Chelsea fans if he's good off the bench.
Man told me after Leicester that he's a game changer. Man were acting like he's Chicharito, bro. Man acting like he was Chicharito or freaking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, bro. Get the hell out of here, bro. Man talking about game changer off the bench.
Now he's a game changer. In that King, he's a game changer in terms of he swings the game in the favor of the other team. That's why he's a game changer. Comes to opposition. They see him come on like, all right, we are man up now. Garnacho. Hey, ask Chelsea fans. People ask if you have Chelsea content creators you watch or any Chelsea fan, ask them, man. See, ask African King. I know is a real one. Ask a Chelsea fan, man, about Garnacho. Hey, what do you think? They can't stand him. Yeah, because he's rubbish, as me and King would and Kevin would have told you. You know why? Because we watched him week in, week out. We watched him go 00-20.
The day he left, I celebrated. I big up to the man who was here earlier. Big up to you, bro. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Hope you had a good day as well, man. Take care, broski. But man, I'm gonna charge you 70 quid to go to the game. Exactly.
Who's going to the game?
No one's going to the game.
And plus, I get my ticket. I ain't paying £70. I get my ticket. My ticket's cheap.
No, I mean, like, probably the most expensive tickets are probably like 70.
Yeah, that's on them. I'll say, but United tickets always been expensive, to be honest.
Yeah, they have been. Yeah, Mourinho got 20 million. Man should earn more, bro. Big up to Jose, man. Shout out to Jose, man. Nice fans warning in our hand before Ineos bought the shares, bro. We should have listened to those Nice fans. But guess what? Nah, let's not listen to him. Let's not listen to him. Typical.
No facts.
It is what it is.
Come on, man.
King Khan, you want anything as well, bro?
Yeah, I'm just wondering why there's no protests. That's what I'm not getting. That's what I'm not getting.
You know what it is, Gone? Our fan base not serious.
They're not serious.
Like on a whole, because I'm on the protesting. I am front and center when there's an actual genuine protest and there's genuine movement.
You've been to a protest?
Yes, I went to 2. I went to the one Saeed did, and then the one where we got the Liverpool game called off.
Oh, you were there.
I was at that one. I was at both of them. I didn't run on the pitch, by the way. Yeah.
My pal was there as well. You were studying in the UK at the time.
I was at both. Yeah, I was at both.
Banter FC. Yeah, bro. We've been Banter FC for time, bro. We've been Banter FC for time, Ray. We have been, bro. But yeah, sorry, King Khan. Continue, bro.
Yeah, what are they called? 1958.
Yeah.
How come they've stopped as well? It seems to me maybe they've taken money from someone, but I'm not really getting why they stopped.
I can't stand them.
Yeah, also the ex-players too. Neville, Ferdinand, aren't they employed by the club?
Yeah.
Doing sponsorship with the
I
club.
don't think Ferdinand is, but I think Neville is.
No, he was doing some sponsorship things. So I mean, I'm just a bit.
No, but he moved to Saudi, he moved to Saudi, Rio.
Yeah, you can't take Rio Ferdinand, bro. You can't take that brother serious, bro. That brother would try to compare Garnacho to freaking Saka, bro. And freaking Olise and Foden. God. When Garnacho went through a spell where he scored a few goals, Garnacho got more G&A than Saka. He got more G. He's got more G&A than Phil Foden. He's got more G&A than Olise. That's what he was saying like a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, he was saying that, He was saying that.
You can't trust anything that man say. You understand?
I tried it, I really tried it. Like, you ain't slick. You ain't
Yeah.
slick. And we know this, and that's where it is. Yes, is the board terrible? Yes. But I also look at the manager do what you can control the controllable. Same way with the players. There's a certain level. If I am in the dugout and I am nowhere near the standard, I have no qualifications or experience to be managing. There's a certain standard you don't drop below as a professional footballer, and a certain standard as you are our better players. And that's it. Like, work with it. Fergie did it like, and obviously Fergie the GOAT, but the ownership was crap under him. We was Glazers out, like, and three-peating and winning Champions Leagues. That's how bad they were.
Yep.
Same, bro. Same. I'm not even annoyed as well. I expected it too, man. I'll be real with you. After those comments, you and I both discussed about that on the show earlier, that he was going to get sacked.
Yeah,
like,
but
it was obvious.
Yeah, but it's people want to talk about these players, or the players are not good, or the squad depth and that. No one's taken Tom Cleverley, bro, in this team. No, bro, come on, man. Like, bro, Tom Cleverley, the Darren Fletcher and Fabio and these guys, bro. Come on, man.
Bro, Tom Cleverley walks United team right now, current United team. He walks straight into it. That's how shit we are.
Freaking John O'Shea, bro. What? We taking freaking John O'Shea? Fergie got a tune out of him. What? We taking John O'Shea in the scene, bro? What? John
Fergie kept the board because he was the. No, Fergie just did because we had David Gill there as well. You can't forget him. But Fergie was the goal. What I'm pointing out is I still despise the Glazers during that period because we should have won more. As much as we won from 2005 to 2013, we should have won more. We should have won more Champions League, and we should have won more leagues. And if they would have backed him like they were supposed to, we would have won more, in my opinion.
Imagine backing Sir Alex Ferguson with Obertan, Owen, and Valencia after signing Cristiano Ronaldo for 80 million. That just tells you what you need to know.
Talk about it, man.
I give it to them though. Valencia was actually a good signing. I actually rated Valencia, but he was a quality player. But
Fergie were getting a tune out of average man, Kevin. That's a sign of an elite coach. He was getting a tune out of average man, bro. You get me? Like man that we wouldn't realistically sign. Fergie got a tune out of these guys. Fergie didn't say, "Oh, I needed all my pieces." Like, you get it? Fergie worked with what he had, bro. Like Florida said, we were going out to teams like freaking Basel and Galatasaray and them teams in the Champions League and that, bro.
Don't remind me, massive Basel, yo.
Basel, Galatasaray, bro. We could have won more trophies on the Fergie, bro. You understand?
Yeah.
Once Fergie left, that's it. We're done. Glazers, Ineos, and people forget so Glazers own us. Facts. But everything has to go through the Glazers because they're the last people you have to get approval from, and they're still running the football club. They're still the main owners. And that's the thing, bro.
Hey, you lot run up the likes. What we doing there? Hey, how many likes are we on? How many likes are we on? Yo, make sure you do that for my guy, Kevin, and hit the subscribe button as well, people.
Please do. Come on, man. And subscribe to Flawless. The links are all in the description of the video. Both of his channels, Sarcasm City TV Gaming and Sarcasm City TV, the main channel as well. I will put the link for Sarcasm City TV clips maybe if I can as well.
Yeah, cool. Sarcasm City TV Extra is called, but I appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it.
The managers that United fans won't survive with the club. Yes, they won't survive because you know why they won't survive? It's because we've got incompetent people running our football club. And that's why we all want them gone before. Do you know what it is? I would have taken Ineos leaving before Amorim if it meant Ineos would have cleared out. I'd have been like, you know, if Ineos would have I'd still taken that. I would have much rather that happen, to be honest with you. As much as Amorim out, I would have much rather Ineos left before. Ineos are the reason why we're in this mess.
Okay, they had honcho. Yeah, it makes sense. They had honcho, like they're above him.
Rather. And I felt bad for Amorim in the sense that Ineos were there, but at the end of the day, Amorim did it to himself. So he dug his own grave, so he had to go.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for him. He knew what he was getting into. So like, I don't feel bad for the guy at all. This guy could have. Me and Flawless on shows and stuff. We were saying drop Dallo and drop Mazzarari. Don't play these guys as wing back. Play different players at wing back. Whether that's a young player or someone else there. Play someone else at wing back. Play someone else up front instead of Garnacho and Rasmus Højlund. But no, you don't want to stick. You don't want to adapt, and you want to stick to your same ways. You understand? And that's, like I said, and that's called pure fuckery. That's what it is. It's not it's not stupidity. It's pure fuckery, bro. So that's what it is.
We could be 1-0 up and I know the game was over. We could be 1-0, bro. We could even have a free kick and I'd be like, all right, we're gonna win this game. You know what it is? That United team under Fergie, second team, yeah, we win the game 3-4-0 still. That's how good Fergie was as a manager. Seriously, he demanded the best out of you every single week, and this is why managers come in and fail, because they don't demand the best anymore. When David Moyes came in, he kind of set the precedent in the bar for a lot of other managers to come in and be like, oh, we're gonna fail now. They're gonna fail because that's how David Moyes was when he first came in. He wasn't that guy that was gonna take United back to the top. Let's just be real with you. We had Jose available, Pep available, Ancelotti available. You would never, in my opinion, the free agent market of managers, you could probably never ever compare to that ever again. Jose, Pep, and Ancelotti was available on a free agent. Like that is probably the best free agent manager market I think you'll ever see in your life. Nothing will ever get close to that ever again.
And this manager talking about this manager at the end of the season when we played Aston Villa, the last game of the season, he was like, Manchester United will be back. Manchester United will be back. Will be better. But in that same sentence, he says we are going to suffer. What do you mean we're going to suffer? What do you mean, bro? We already, bro, we finished 15th. We finished 15th, and you're talking about and you're talking about we will get the old Manchester, we get Manchester United back where it belongs, but then you're talking about suffering again when you finish 15th. It's like, come on, man,
bro,
you can't take man seriously.
Sack the suffering for another suffering. So we did. We
have to suffer, after finishing 15th. We need to suffer. What?
Ineos found a jackpot at United, easy money. Yeah, they did, and that's going to be their cash cow going forward. But anyways, guys, I am going to wrap it up here because I do have to bounce. I have an NBA show in literally 10 minutes, so guys, stay tuned for that. It's been a really good show, guys. 3 hours and 15 minutes. I haven't gone this long in a very, very long time. But you know what? I enjoyed it, and probably will do a lot more emergency streams going forward. I should be going for Cancelo. He won't join. He won't join. Lack of ambition. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can sign a midfielder in January. And last comment here. Best thing the board can do is sell the club and let someone come in and clear the debt and start fresh, and we'll take that. Yeah, possibly.
That's exactly what I want.
Possibly. But big up to King Khan for making his debut on the channel. Big up to Flawless as well. Also, first time on the channel. But you know what? Hopefully, first of many. And
I'll be over here again.
And the real king. Yeah, he says big up to Flawless with hopping on AN Sports. Yeah, bro. It's my pal from back home. This guy right here. So big up to you, bro.
Yeah, shout out the whole panel, man. Big up, man.
Yeah, it's been a good show, man. Definitely we'll do more emergency streams in the future. Hopefully we'll get more people on as well. But guys, follow us. His channel's in the description. So too was Rust Stocks. Make sure you guys subscribe to all of them if you haven't done so already. Let's get to 530 subscribers with 3 subs away from there. Hit the likes. Let's get to 30 likes if you can, people. If you're watching this back, hit the like button. And word to Flawless, big up.
Every time.
Big up, man. Almost 4 hours, bro. We could go on and on, but I have an NBA show, so I do want to get there.
Yeah, man, I hear it.
But guys,
I hear it, man.
Bless. Yeah, everyone it's all good, bro. It's all love at the end of the day. We're all United
fans. It's all good, man. It's all respectful. We're no personal. It's all respectful. Blessings. Big up.
We can just have a friendly debate, man. We can just have debates, man. That's it. You will have debates and cool. Like, there's no bad blood. You know what I mean? We want the best for the club, innit? So, you know what I mean? So,
big up to
that's nice.
The man who was here earlier as well in the chat. Big up to you, bro. And yeah, people, bless. We're out. Amorim's officially out. Glaze is out. Ineos out. Love.